Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Bomber Bowl here in Frederick, Oklahoma, as we get set for Week 9 of the high school football season. Hi, my name is Greg Peary, and we are here for a very important district game. The Lindsay Leopards on the road in southwestern Oklahoma to take on the Frederick Bombers. My normal commentator and helper is Glenn Shoemaker. He is under the weather tonight, and so alongside me, the former head coach of the Lindsay Leopards, now high school principal at Lindsay High School, and John Emmon. John, I'm glad that you agreed to step in and help us out tonight.
Well, kind of short notice here, but we were already kind of talking about this for next week, and I'm excited to do it, and especially on a night like tonight where it's a little bit drizzly and wet. I'm happy to have a nice warm place inside.
I worried about coming down here because this press box has been known to have plexiglass that you can't hardly see through, and whatever they've replaced it, it's great. We're indoors in the dry and no heater inside, but this this game. First of all, from a standings and from the district standpoint, is huge for these two teams. They both come in 6-2 on the season. They're both 4-1 in district. The winner of this game pretty much sews up second place in district behind the Washington Warriors, and that's a huge spot to be in that district lineup.
It's a monstrous game. This is for a home playoff game in the first round, and when you go into any football season, that's always a goal that you set out at the beginning of the year. You want to play first round at least at home. Ideally, you want to win the district championship, but certainly the stakes are very, very high for this football game tonight. It's going to be just a classic battle. It's been a great rivalry over the last couple of years, and of course, a very storied tradition here at Frederick. And they've got a really good football team this year. Without a doubt, we're going to have our hands full. But we've got some wrinkles and some tricks up our sleeve, and looking forward to exposing those on KVL Live tonight.
There you go. Well, let's talk a little bit about. Of course, we did mention the weather. It is drizzly and rainy. It's been doing it all day down here. That field's going to be wet. It's going to be slick. Temperatures in the 50s, may drop into the upper 40s before the game's over with. How does that affect the team coming out here to play tonight?
Equally, and that's one of those things I'd always talk about whenever you would have adverse conditions, whether it be with the field. It could be extreme hot, extreme cold. It's going to be the same for both teams. And the way both teams are built, they're a run-first team on both sides, and whoever is able to take care of the football and overcome some of those things, with a slick field, and it looks to me like the field's in pretty good shape. I know the coaches are putting footballs in ball dry and a lot of prep work and waxing and getting everything ready for tonight, and a lot of work goes in ahead of time in order to prepare for a game like this. But obviously the stakes are very high, and those are just boxes that you have to check off along the way.
2-hour road trip down here for these teams, for the Lindsay team to get down here and play. Does that factor into this at all? Does that make it tough for these guys after they've sat on a bus for 2 hours to get down here to get wound up and ready to play?
Well, and I don't know exactly what Coach Embry's plan was, but I know in the past when we've taken a trip, anywhere around 2 hours, we'd always try to find a halfway point and stop and let the kids get off, eat a sandwich, stretch their legs a little bit. But the reality of it is that you've got to go on the road at some point in time, whether it's big games in the district or big games in the playoffs. So it's certainly a learning experience, and these guys have gone on long road trips. They went down to Atoka earlier this year, and without a doubt were ready to play and went and played a really good football game. So I don't think that that's going to have any impact on tonight's game. It's just going to be kind of a war of attrition between two really good football teams.
Well, and you look at the common opponents between these two teams. Of course, both of them have that blemish against the Warriors. The Warriors are pretty well taking care of everybody they've played this year. No wonder they're number one in the state in that Class 2A. But you look at the Little Axe score, you look at the Purcell score. Really, the Purcell is probably the one difference between these two teams. Very close game between Lindsay and Purcell. Frederick blows Purcell out and beats them 43-0. So other than that, I think you look on paper, this is a very evenly matched game. And again, I think it's going to come down to which team can stop the run game and force the quarterbacks to throw the ball.
You always have to be careful whenever you're matching scores across the district, and every coach does it. And you look at your common opponents and you kind of evaluate, but so much of that is unique based on the personnel and matchups. And that was the same for us against, this Frederick football team a couple of years ago, where just a tough matchup. And so you really can't put much stock in that. The stakes obviously are higher at this point in time for everything that's on the line. We're full strength, or as close to full strength as we've been really all year long. So our guys are going to be ready to go. It's going to be a great game. It's without a doubt going to be one of the toughest games that we've played this year, aside from the Washington game.
Well, we'll see. if the Leopards can come out ready to play. Of course, they had a big game against CCS last week. Again, very important game. CCS is that third team that's really probably vying for that second, third, and fourth spot. You've got Frederick, Lindsay, and CCS all behind Washington there, and they all played each other these last 2 weeks. So, that's where, again, this really comes into play where, even if the Leopards lose tonight, maybe you hope CCS jumps up and beats Frederick next week, and that then throws it in a three-way tie.
Well, we were the beneficiaries of that exact same scenario last year where we went into Week 10 with a sliver of hope that we would be able to finish second in the district, but in all reality, we did not expect that to happen. But due to several different circumstances, Davis ended up beating Frederick. We took care of Comanche, secured the points that we needed, and ended up second. So anything can happen, but obviously whoever wins this game tonight is going to be in the driver's seat. And I know that at least from Lindsay's perspective, and I know with Coach Tyler and Frederick as well, they've put all the chips out there. They're not going to leave. They're not going to leave anything behind down here. They're going to make sure that they throw the whole playbook out at them and give themselves the best chance to win the football game.
Well, Brody Raming had a big game running the ball last week. Did not have the benefit of having Jacob Vaughn last week. We could tell that hurt the running game some. But you bring Austin Hines in and kind of put Brody at more of a running back spot, and it really seemed to spark the offense when they really needed it to have that spark.
Every football team needs a guy like Austin Hines. He's a Swiss Army knife. He can go in and literally do anything. He can play quarterback, running back, receiver. If you put him up on the line and tell him who to block, you don't have to tell him once because he's incredibly sharp. He's just one of those fundamental glue guys that you hope you have somebody like that on every football team, and I've been fortunate enough over my career to have a lot of guys like that. But he's special in that regard that he can do so many different things. High football IQ, extremely hard worker. And so you really, in a situation like that where we're down a couple people last week, we just don't drop off because we can mix and match personnel and move kids around, and they've got a good working football knowledge and can go do a lot of different things.
Well, we'll see how they'll match up here tonight, and hopefully with Vaughn back in the lineup, that'll give them kind of a double threat back there with Raming and Vaughn both being able to run. And, of course, we may see, as we're watching them warm up out here, they'll like to put Jones up there in that slot, put Priest Williams over on the other side sometimes. And I'm looking forward to the wrinkles to see what we can maybe expose here on Frederick tonight.
Well, I can't tell you anything in pregame because you never know who might be listening in Frederick. But I do anticipate that we'll see some things out of the team offensively that we have not seen to this point in time.
Hey, we did a fake punt last week and it worked. I mean, I was impressed with that.
It was nice too.
It was perfect.
That was nice.
That was perfect. Now,
great call.
So let's send it back over to JD. I need to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors for KBLP Live and of course First National Bank, our presenting sponsor. Big thank you to them. And of course, reminder, they have agreed that for every turnover that the Leopards can come up with on defense, that they will donate $79 in the honor of Tristan Manning to the school in honor of the player that came up with that turnover. So we look forward to getting lots of turnovers, and a big thank you to First National Bank for doing that. But, of course, our First National Bank pregame brought to you by the First National Bank, but also by Abiding Home Healthcare of OKC, by the American Exchange Bank, Bunch and Sexton School Supplies, LLC, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, First Baptist Church, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Jake Shortstop, Jerry Tucker, Roustabout Rentals, Junkin' with Janet. Also brought to you tonight in part by Legacy Roofing and Construction, Legends Pub House and Venue, the Lindsay Church of Christ, the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Lindsay Vision Center, Morris Motorsports, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric and Cooperative, Rusty Suspensory, S&H Tank Services, Sharon's Beauty Shop, Shopper News, Summers Insurance Agency Incorporated, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical and Resource Center, Super C, United Methodist Church, Vickers Construction, and yes, I saved Meat Locker Barbecue for last. John, and I'm going to do it publicly, say thank you. I didn't get to see you when we left last night, but went down to the scrimmage between Lindsay, Empire, and OCA, Oklahoma Christian Academy, where my son Keaton is the girls' head coach there. And y'all agreed to stay open late and let me bring the girls' team down there and feed them. And absolutely fantastic food and very thankful y'all were willing to do that for us.
Well, and I'm happy that you all came down there, and we just kind of had a heads up that there was going to be a large crowd coming in. Weren't sure who it was going to be, but certainly when we saw OCA coming in and some familiar faces with both Keaton and Keith Lowe coming in there, we were happy to be able to serve them and hopefully they enjoyed their food.
Oh, I got nothing but thank yous and thank yous about how good it was, and it was. I absolutely got stuffed. Everything I had was topping. It was great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
And hey, the free desserts at the end were a great top, so that was perfect. But again, thank you.
Don't be telling anybody about that.
Yeah, that was hey, we're special, right? But again, thank you. And Meat Locker Barbecue, definitely one of our sponsors here as well. Every time that commercial runs, we get hungry in the press box.
My mouth's watering a little bit right now.
So we'll send it back to JD. We got some words from those folks. We're back with more pregame from the Bomber Bowl here in Frederick right after this time out on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay! Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchtone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Back here at your First National Bank pregame show from the Bomber Bowl here in Frederick, Oklahoma. Greg Peary alongside John Inman. J.D. Scruggs over on the laptop, and Andrew Lyon braving the rain and the cold outside.
What a guy. What a guy.
I tell you, Andrew definitely drew the short straw for this trip. But this is, we've talked about the matchup, John, between these two teams, how big it is for tonight. But I think every year that we've played Frederick and every year we've had to drive to Frederick, you make this long drive for a very important game. I don't know that we've ever come down here that it didn't really make a big, big difference in your district standing.
Yeah, and my wife swears that we've driven down here 4 years in a row, but that's actually not the case. It just seems like it because we did come down here last year and of course, redistrict ended up on the road again. But it's just such a unique place. That this is one of the places that I certainly will cherish from my coaching career, and was very fortunate last year, not knowing everything that was going to transpire and take place, but very fortunate that I got to come down here one last time as the head football coach. And so that's one of the things that I really look back on and cherish from my career are big games coming down to Frederick. And just like we were talking with Andrew earlier, coming down here in 2001 where we were a heavily favored team, they did have a football player by the name of Chris Messner that ended up going on and playing at OU. He was the but boy, was he a show.
He was a show.
And they switched over offenses. This was late in the year. They hadn't had much going. It kind of one of those things. We came down here and felt like we were the better team and probably were going to win just because we were Lindsay. But they had switched some things up and featured him a whole lot more in that game than they had previously, and we had our hands full all night long. So you can throw records out. We came down here one year and they're 1-6, something like that. And again, we're in a dogfight. So all that goes out the window, and the thing is that realistically looking at it this year, it's two very evenly matched teams. They're a really, really solid football team. Coach Tyler has been doing a good job for several years. He had actually come here, I think, 5 or 6 years ago, the last time we had them in district, and they dropped down to Class A for a couple of years, and when they came back up, I could see the fruits of his labor, and really at that time, he had played a lot of these seniors, had started for him as freshmen. So they've now got 4 years or 3.5 years of playing experience under their belt, varsity experience, and you can see that on the field. When you sit there and watch tape, it's going to be a lot of the same familiar faces that we've dealt with for the last couple of years, along with kind of some they've got an up-and-coming sophomore that is the real deal. So It's going to be a really good football game, and I'm excited for it to get kicked off.
Well, in talking about some of these guys we're going to look at, their quarterback is a number 11, Adrian Gayton. He's a 6'2". He's listed at 6'2", 176. McPherson swears he's 6'5". You know, but he's a big kid back there, and he can throw the ball, but he can run it too, even at quarterback spot.
He does a really good job running their offense, and that's one thing that they've got a defined structure. They are who they are, and they've been that way for the last several years. And I've watched a little bit of film on them this week, and it's the same formations, it's the same schemes, but their kids are really good at running it. And now we've got our highway to the danger zone that's starting to beat. Here they come, and that's just another part of the element, and really kind of the spectacle that is coming down to Frederick, and our guys are sitting down there being able to take all this in, and those are those moments that you look back on years down the road, and you remember nights like this where you got to come down to Frederick in the rain, on a wet field, and highway to the danger zone, and you're going to have the bomber come rolling out here in a second. It's just a tremendous atmosphere.
Yeah, we talk. In fact, I work with a guy that officiated Class A and Class 2A football in this part of the state for quite a while, and he even remembers coming to Frederick in the Bomber Bowl, and he hated that airplane. He absolutely despised that airplane coming out of the field every time they scored. But hey, again, it is the atmosphere. You mentioned it. When our guys are out there warming up before the game, they're playing some gospel music and some easy listening and
psychological warfare.
It's a whole different deal when their team gets ready to come out. So, and you mentioned the sophomore. We'll go back to this. Number 9 is Willie Kramer. He's 6'1", 183. Huge athlete back there at that tailback spot, and he's amassed over 800 yards rushing already this season, and he hasn't played back there all season. They kind of moved him back there after the first couple of games.
He's a recent find. We had heard a little bit about him last year as a freshman, that they had a really talented football player that we hadn't seen, and certainly being able to watch some of the film that I've seen, without a doubt, really, really explosive, tough to get to the ground. And so that's just kind of, I don't want to say been a recent find. I know they've had him, but he'll play all over the field defensively as well, and he's a really good athlete, along with big, tall, and how tall is he?
Kathy.
Big receiver out at Alfred Cathy, 6'5", 188. I think he's probably more like 210, 215. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Kendall Daniels. Of course, we saw him a few years ago live and in person, but very similar build, rangy. He'll play defensive end. He'll play free safety. He may play corner. And then offensively, he's just always a threat, and we double-teamed him every chance we got last year, and as soon as you didn't, they found him one-on-one, and he's just a tough matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And Kathy, I got some highlights from the Lawton TV station, but he ran a punt last week and put it inside the 9 and made some just outstanding moves. So for a big guy, he can flat move and can make people miss. He can make some moves.
Without a doubt, one of the biggest benefits to us this year defensively, our overall defensive team speed is as good as it's been in several years. The kids chase the football. They understand scheme-wise where they're supposed to fit, where they're supposed to be. And the biggest thing is when you have that team speed, you can go rally around a guy like that, keep him contained, and you've got a lot of inside-out pursuit. So our guys, without a doubt, aren't going to be intimidated by that. They've seen good running backs all year long, but without a doubt, they're going to have their hands full and have a big challenge tonight.
Well, let's talk about some of those guys, and let's go to some starting lineups here and see what the Leopards are going to put out there as we get ready to go to that. JD, if you're with me, let's go to the offense, and we'll talk about the guys up front for this Leopard offensive line, and that'll be, of course, anchored by the guy at center, and that is number 64, Bo Blankenship. He's a 5'10", 262-pound senior. Over at right tackle is number 57, Owen Simonton. He's a 5'9", 211-pound senior. At right guard will be Colton Hines, number 66. He's a 5'9", 245-pound senior. Over on the left side at left tackle, number 63, Tommy Cunningham is 5'9", 183-pound senior. And over at left guard is number 62, Levi Smith, 5'10", 266-pound senior. Talk about the skill positions for the Leopards tonight. At quarterback will be number 1, Brody Ramming. He's a 6'2", 198-pound junior. At running back, we do have number 8, Jacob Vaughn, back in the lineup tonight. 5'8", 198-pound junior. At the wideouts, number 20 is Andon Register. He's a 6'3", 175-pound senior, along with number 21, Bentley Kessler, a 6', 165-pound senior. And then at the other wide out is number 26, Price Stubblefield, 5'10", 178-pound junior. And at the tight end and slot back would be number 28, Shane Jones. He's a 6'1", 196-pound junior. On the defensive side of the ball, the big guys up front over on the interior line, number 65 is Ethan Childers. He's a 5'10", 236-pound junior. Number 57, Owen Simonson, also starts on that interior defensive line. Number 34 is Priest Williams. He's at one defensive end. He's a 6'1", 215-pound junior. Shane Jones anchors the defensive end on the other end. We go back into the backfield there at the linebacker spots. Number 2, Ty Ferguson, the 5'7", 160-pound senior at the middle linebacker spot. Brody Ramming and Price Stubblefield, your 2 outside linebackers. And then go back into the secondary at your corners. Bentley Kessler is back there, along with number 25, Seth Padilla. Padilla, 6', 191-pound senior. And in register, and Austin Hines are your 2 safeties. Hines wears number 6. He's a 5'7", 158-pound senior. Head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Embry. He's assisted by Stephen Merrill, Joe Foster, Jacob Offalter, Caleb Hall, Will Kaufman, and Tom Inman. Head coach for the Frederick Bombers is Brett Tyler. He's assisted by Scott Matthews, Shane James, Maurice Walton, Joe Wood, and Regantis Simmons. Both teams coming in 6-2 on the season overall, and both teams are also 4-1 in the district play. So again, second place in the district on the line here tonight as these 2 teams hit the field. There's some other big games going on tonight. We'll try to catch up on some of the scores here at halftime. Out of Class 4A, Blanchard and Bethany. Blanchard on the road up in Bethany tonight. That'll be a good one out of 4A. In Class 3A, Pauls Valley hosts Douglas tonight. And Class 2A, Frederick Lindsay, of course, playing here tonight. Washington on the road at Comanche. Purcell is hosting Little Axe. CCS is hosting Crooked Oak. Actually, that game was last night. And Community Christian 48-6 the win in that game. And then Lexington hosts Kingston tonight. I bring that one up because Kingston likely may be the team that the winner of this game will match up with come the playoffs. Class A, Dibble is on the road at Wayne tonight. Ringling on the road at Elmore City Purnell. Out of Class B, Ellick is at Waurika tonight. And then Maysville out of Class C on the road at Bowlegs. Again, we'll try to check on some of those teams coming up here at halftime. Let's take one final break. We'll come back with the start of this one from Frederick as we get ready for Week 9. And the Frederick Bombers and the Lindsay Leopards get set to do battle here in Frederick. We're back more after this. This is the First National Bank pregame show here on your sports leader, KBLP.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church. I'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. Also, I'd like to invite you to come to Judgment House and experience this walk-through drama with a life-changing message. The dates are October 26th, 27th, 29th, and 30th. Call our church office, 756-2266, for more information. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards and wish all of our student athletes and our marching band a successful season this fall. Go Leopards!
Hey, it's Friday. Game day from Mr. J. Good luck, Leopards.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
We're back here in Frederick. We're just about ready to get underway. The Leopards in their road whites with the orange letters and black pants. Makes it a lot easier for me to see numbers on uniforms when they wear that combination. But it looks like Frederick will be kicking off to the Leopards. I missed the coin toss, so I don't know who won or who didn't, but we'll see.
Looks like we're receiving, and I'd like to agree that that's a pretty clean look. Whoever picked out those uniforms must have a pretty good sense of style.
I agree. It looks good. So it looks like we'll have Dutton, Taylor, Price, Stubblefield, and Caden Klingman back deep for the Leopards. And number 56 is Logan Biggs, who will tee it up for the Frederick Bombers. We're about to get underway. Glad you're here with us on KBLP Live. Greg Perry and John Inman. And this one heads deep and into the end zone. Got that north wind behind it. Carries it right through the end zone, so the Leopards will come out 1st and 10 at the 20.
It's another thing you always think about with Frederick. There's typically a wind, and it typically has an influence. I can remember a few years ago we had the wind at our back, and they were going into the wind. And I think we blocked 3 punts in the first quarter, and then they got the win, and it flipped the whole game.
Well, let's see what the Leopard offense can do starting off here. And actually, Ferguson will start off in the backfield alongside Ramming. We'll go twins right. Padilla is the wide receiver left. Ramming from the shotgun. Rolling to his right, looking. He's got Kessler out in the flat, and he can't grab it. A little bit behind him, but that's one Kessler will make a catch on.
Without a doubt. That's usually a play that he makes and a good chance to get off to a quick start. But without a doubt, they can come back to that. Looked like they had something there.
So bring up a 2nd down and 10. This time they'll go twins left, leave Kessler as the lone receiver right. Jones in the slot right. Ramming from the shotgun. Fakes it, keeps it himself right up the middle, and got a couple of yards and wrapped up quickly.
Well played by the Bombers there.
So they'll give him, actually, no, they're going to say he lost a yard back to the 19. I thought he got a couple out of that, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11 now in the rain. Not sure you can tell it on the camera until you look up into the lights, but it's coming down out there right now. Ball security is going to be big in this ball game. So Ramming now with 4 wideouts. He'll roll to his right, gets chased, gets a good block from Ferguson. He's got Kessler. Did he get it in bounds? And they are marking him, and he'll be about the 31 and a 1st down. Nice play. Gets the 1st down for the Leopards.
Right back to it. They had some confidence in that play and came back to it, and Bentley makes the play this time.
So 12-yard reception for Bentley Kessler. Gives the Leopards 1st and 10. They're on 31. Kessler will be split left with Padilla this time. Ramming. Give it to Ferguson over the left side. And again, maybe a yard to the 32. And you got to try to establish that run game, but this is going to be tough against this Frederick line.
They're going to have that this evening, and they're going to keep pounding it up in there. And sometimes, you just keep hammering away. And as the game goes on, you get into second half, third quarter, fourth quarter. All of a sudden, you start busting those for big plays. So our guys are getting after it up front. But let's give credit to the Frederick front here. They're solid.
Padilla, the lone receiver right this time. Ramming, quarterback keeper, looking the jet sweep around the left side, cuts it up, and gets across the 40 near a first down. And see where they give him. They're actually going to mark him right at the 40-yard line. He gets 8 out of it, but he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Good play, good blocking out on the perimeter there by the receivers, and very manageable third down play here.
Padilla will now go wide left with Kessler. Andon Register checks in. He'll be at the wide receiver right. Ferguson stays in at running back. Third down and a yard. The ball at the Leopard 40-yard line. From the pistol. Give it to Ferguson. First down. He'll get out near the 43, and a couple of tough yards there, but Ferguson runs so hard up into that hole.
They found the bubble over there on the weak side, and that's just some good old isolation football right there. Go pick up a hard yard, and actually went for 2 there, and again, just going to keep hammering away.
Puts the ball just shy of the 43, first and 10 Leopards. 9:46 left to go here in the first quarter. They'll go trips right this time. Jones will be lined up at the tight end left. Ramming. Oh, bad. Could not ever get a handle on that ball on the snap. And again, with this rain, that's going to be huge. You got to hang on to the ball, and now you've lost 4 back to the 39.
Probably time, and here comes a drive football in. You got to keep a good rotation of those going on a night like this.
So second down and call it 14 now. The ball back at the 39.
The mechanics of getting the wet football off the field, too, very important. Nothing more frustrating than sending a dry football in, only have it dropped and roll around. You got to send another one in.
Ferguson to the left of Ramming. They'll stay in that trips right formation. Fake the handoff. There's pressure coming. Ramming's just got to get rid of it and does a good job of making sure that one's just out in the flat. But
real good decision right there. Frederick timed up a blitz just perfectly coming off that tight end side. Looks like they had something down here to the trips, but obviously pressure took that away from them.
It's going to bring up third down now. Again, third and 14 from the 39. They'll stay in that trips right formation. Jones will stay tight end left. Big third down play here for this Leopard offense. Need to convert this one.
Got 30 down. Walk down at defensive end here. Let's see what he does.
Ramming over the middle has Kessler. The wall hangs up in the air. Number 1 is Kellen Hicks for the Bombers, who nearly had an interception right there, but that one just hung up in that north wind, and Kessler was there, just couldn't get it to him.
Kellen Hicks is one to keep an eye on for Frederick. He hit us for some big plays last year. Good football player on both sides. Not a real big kid, but extremely fast. He's now back to punt, so we've got to make sure get down the field and cover here.
So Leopards pick up 1 first down on that one. They'll have to punt it away here. Ramming back in punt formation. Gets off a nice high punt, but again, that wind holds it up short. It'll take a Frederick bounce, and it'll be down by Wyatt April. That'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of the 39-yard line, and that's where Frederick will take over for their first possession. We'll get the first look at the offense and see what the Leopard defense can do here. 8:37 left to go in the first quarter. We're still scoreless. So, again, we're going to watch Willie Kramer, number 9, at that tailback spot, along with Adrian Gayton, the quarterback.
They're overset.
Yeah. Got I formation. Under center. Back to pass. Gayton setting up the screen on the left side. And got it completed and up the field. That is a huge play right there. That is number 12, Alex Matthews, on the reception. And he got yardage all the way down to the Leopard 45-yard line.
It's one of the best things that Frederick does and has done for several years is set up the screen game. The quarterback's really good about selling the play action, coming back, and they've hit a lot of people with those screens, especially out of that. They, have an overset, make everything look like it's going that way, and then sneak the fullback out on the screen.
16-yard pass play gives them a first down in Leopard territory. Kathy is split wide right. I formation again this time. Right up the middle is Kramer, and he gets good yardage. Picked up good 6, maybe 7 there. They'll mark it at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard run in there for Willie Kramer.
Unbalanced right now, the first two plays there, and just kind of trying to overload that side and get something going, and obviously got a good running back coming downhill there. Pro set.
Matthews in the fullback spot. Kramer at the tailback, wide receiver either side. They'll bring a man in motion right to left. They'll pitch it on the sweep play, and there is Ferguson who blew it up. Kramer tried to get away, but they'll wrap him up for the loss back at the 43-yard line.
Great pursuit. Bringing 30 in motion, try to get the defensive eyes off of their key, and obviously that's a playmaker for him. But even though he didn't make the play, Ty was in the perfect spot right there, slowed him down, and then that great defensive pursuit that we talked about pregame.
So they're going to make it a 3rd and 8 now as the loss is back to the 42-yard line. Again, they'll go wide receiver either side, I formation. Again, bring the man in motion right to left. That's Kathy. This time it's the fullback right up the middle. Huge hole. He'll have the first down across the 30 to the 29-yard line, and that is a gaping hole for Alice Matthews.
I'm not sure. It looks like we've got one down here. I'm not sure who that is.
Injured Leopard on the field. And, again, I can't see a number from here either, but does not look good here. So
looks like Kessler down.
Yep, that's not good at all. So let's take a quick injury timeout here, and we will be back right after this. You're listening to Leopard Football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLB.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay. South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center. Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
Rural Electric Cooperative is a proud member of the Lindsay community. REC is dedicated to providing dependable electric power to its customers and supports Lindsay High School in both academics and athletics with that same dedication. Good luck, Leopards, from everyone at REC in Lindsay.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Morris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Come on down to Main Street to Sharon's Beauty Salon and let Courtney freshen up your look. Services include haircuts, hair coloring, perms, formal styling, waxing, and more. Call 405-756-6988 for your appointment, and good luck to the Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Well, the sad news for the Leopard fans, Bentley Kessler is being carried off the field on a stretcher, lower leg injury. We'll not speculate how serious it may or may not be, but it's serious enough he is being carried off the field, so our prayers, thoughts go out with Kessler. And a huge loss to this Leopard team, and now you've got to try to come back from that and stop this offense that's rolling down the field right now from Frederick. They'll go trips right this time, single receiver left. Kramer the only back in the backfield, and they're going to give it to him right up the middle. Another huge hole. Kramer breaks tackles, and he's going to take it to the house.
Tell you what, that guy is the real deal. Man, he is explosive. He doesn't need much of a crease, and once he gets going full speed, he's just an absolute load. And just to comment on your comments with, we've got some power surges here. Okay, this is by design.
Yeah.
Hope that doesn't come back to bite him.
Yeah.
But to comment on your remarks there with Bentley, just a tough deal all the way around. That kid works as hard as anybody and really talented. Make the argument one of our best football player, and I've already heard the kids talking about it. Down there, they're going to rally around it and they'll come back and play hard. But certainly, thoughts and prayers with Bentley, and hope that it's nothing too serious.
Extra point kick from Logan Biggs, just barely climbed over the bar, but he did. It is good. 6:39 left to go here in the first quarter, and Frederick has taken a 7-0 lead. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back after this. This is Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Back here in Frederick, as Biggs will have it teed up for the Bombers. See if this Leopard offense can get something going this trip down the field. And again, the loss of Kessler, we'll see how the Leopards rebound from that.
Obviously, there's going to be a big void to fill on both sides of the football, but kind of like we talked about in pregame, we've got a lot of talented football players with a good football IQ, and we played a couple games without him and played very well in those games, so our kids will be ready for it. They just need to go respond now.
Stubblefield from inside the 5. He breaks it to the edge. He's out to the 25 and then finally run out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A great return from Price Stubblefield.
Good way to start it off and good field position. Let's get it going offensively.
So we'll see where they actually mark him out over there. Looks like will be the 32-yard line. So the Leopards will start with good field position here. 6:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Frederick with a 7-0 lead. Greg Peary, John Inman here. Glenn back at home. I know he's watching. Glenn, I hope you get to feeling better soon.
I think Glenn looked at the forecast and decided he wanted no part of it.
He's a fair weather commentator.
It's kind of like my buddy Dave. My buddy Dave is just going to take it in on the radio tonight, but I know he's sitting there rooting for us, and I did say that I'd get a shout-out to him, so there it is.
Ramming on the sweep right and gets a couple of yards, maybe across to the 35-yard line. Had to run a long way to get there, but ramming. I think they're going to give him actually the 36 there. No, they'll put him right on the 35. Pick up a 3 for Brody, being up to second down and 7. They'll go trips left this time with Register, Padilla, and Stubblefield. Vaughn in the backfield at running back. And fake it to him, Raming around the left side, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, gets to the outside, the 45, the 50, the foot race, 40, and run out of bounds on the Frederick side of the field at the 38-yard line, and that's exactly what the Leopards needed.
Without a doubt. Big-time play right there by Brody. Well blocked. I mean, he had a gaping hole up front and made the most of it right there.
27-yard run for Ramming gives the Leopards field position at the Frederick 38. Vaughn will move to the left of Ramming. They'll go trips right. Jones tight end left. Now Vaughn moves over to the right side. Play coming in from the sidelines. Ramming from the shotgun. Fake it, keeps it himself on the read, trying to find the hole, and finally just has to put his head down and get what he can, and he'll get to the 37, maybe get a yard out of that.
That's a design quarterback run, but I do believe there's a read element to that where if they've got leverage on the outside, he can give it on the stretch, and otherwise pull it and run the counter back up inside.
So second down 9 for the Leopards. They're at the 37-yard line of Frederick. Need to answer that Frederick drive here. Going well so far. Padilla, the lone receiver, left. Stubblefield, Register are split right. Vaughn up the middle, breaks it to the outside, puts his head down across the 40. Across the 35, down to the 33, maybe the 32. I'll put him at the 33. Pick up a 4, so they're going to bring up a third down and 5.
Got to feel good about where they are right now. Plus side of the 50 down inside. You really don't gain much right here unless there's a big loss. Don't gain much by punting, so feel pretty good about having 2 downs to pick up a first here.
Again, they'll go Padilla wide right, Stubblefield and Register wide left. Ramming and Vaughn in the backfield. From the shotgun again for Ramming. They'll bring Stubblefield in motion, fake it to him. Ramming keeps it himself. Gets to the outside of the 30, the 25, the 20, and run out of bounds. Let's see where they give it to him, but they'll have the first down. We've got a flag late.
Maybe laid out of bounds there. I'm not sure.
And
sure is.
So we'll see what this may how things may change here one way or the other. If this is against Frederick, this is going to take a good run from Ramming and put it even deeper in the red zone. Still waiting for signals here.
Personal foul on Frederick.
Yep. And I did see up here by the Leopard bench that the quarterback, Gayton, was engaged with somebody back here, and I saw the white hat throw the flag in that direction. So the personal foul is going to move the ball to the Frederick 10-yard line. They'll have first and goal at the 10.
Good drive here for Lindsay. Good answer to that first touchdown by Frederick. Now let's go punch it in. I think Coach Tyler's wanting an explanation over there.
Yeah. Not happy with the one he's getting, I don't think, either.
No, he's not.
And he's actually headed out onto the field. Yeah.
He's going to get another one if he's not
they
careful.
just did.
Yep, and he did.
And the Leopard fans and the Leopard team are really getting into this now.
I think they're going to pick up that flag. I think he got a timeout before the flag was thrown. You do have the right to talk to the white hat if you take a timeout.
So we'll see how this one shakes out here. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Frederick after this. This is Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
So first and goal for the Leopards at the 10. They did, in fact, pick up the flag, just as John Neiman said they would.
I think they charged timeout. They just haven't credited that on the scoreboard yet.
Vaughn,
there we go.
Did he get there? No signals. But they're going to be inside the 5, and he's in the corner where I can't see from my position, but we'll see where
down
they
at about
actually
the 2, it looks like.
2.
Tough, good tough run right there. Actually bobbled the ball in the backfield, so good job hanging on to that, and let's go punch it in now.
Vaughn stays in at running back. Padilla's wide left. Jones and now Priest Williams is also in there at the other slot back. Second and goal from the 2. Ramming from the pistol. Give it to Vaughn, and Vaughn should be in.
Yep,
touchdown, Leopards. Vaughn on the 2-yard touchdown run.
Right up the gut. Just a good, powerful run right there. Good surge by the offensive line, and a great way to respond.
Needed that one to make sure that that team on the other side knew that we weren't going to just lay down because you took one of our good players out.
Without a doubt. Just like we talked about before. We've got high-character guys, high-quality football players. They're going to put the next guy in, and they're going to go play hard.
Talk about that after this play here. We got Ferguson in the backfield now. Give it to double field, wide open for the 2-point. That
Awesome
play has worked so many times this season.
Well, it's just a great misdirection play. Kind of overload the set to the right and make a little sprint out look, quarterback sweep look, and hand off back underneath with the pulling guard out in front. So really great design, and it's been successful for us many times this year.
8-7 Leopards, 3:47 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll keep it here because I want to bring up the fact that as your tenure as head coach, that was one of the things we always talked about. This Leopard team seems like every season, and I'm sure every team goes through it, injuries, things that happen that you lose some of your best players in best positions, but y'all always knew how to figure out who to put in what positions to be successful with what you had and how to work with the talent you had on the field. And there's another example. You lose a great player like Kessler, but then you figure out how to make that adjustment, and the guys drove right down the field and scored.
Well, injuries and adversity are part of high school football. They're a part of football at every level. And so part of the challenge that you have in coaching is making sure that you don't just talk about the next man up philosophy, but that you actually prepare for it, that you spend time in practice working those guys, that you try hard to play JV games to get guys exposure and reps, and late game blowouts, get them on the field, get them experience, because at some point in time you can just mark it down. You're going to need that experience and those guys on the field, and certainly these guys have had to overcome it this year, and we'll have to continue to do so throughout this football game.
Ferguson with the kickoff, returned by number 17. That is Colby Robbins for the Bombers. He'll get it out to the 37-yard line. So Frederick will take over with 3:42 left to go here in the first quarter. It is 8-7 Leopards on top. And Frederick with it on their own, now moving to the 38-yard line.
It was about a 30-yard return for a gain of 3.
There you go. They'll go trips right. Single receiver left, and give it again up the middle, and that's that huge Kramer running back that such an athlete. He gets great yardage and a first down all the way out at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they got a good crease up the middle, and just doesn't take much for him to get going, and he's as good as I've seen now that I'm actually able to see him in person.
He's carried the ball 3 times. He's got 59 yards, including a 42-yard touchdown. 1st and 10. Frederick, their own 48. Trips left this time. Gayton from the shotgun. Now he's back to pass. They'll throw the wide receiver screen. Leopards can't get him. Gets across into Leopard territory. Register will finally wrap him up at the Leopard 43-yard line. But again, able to sneak through the blocks out there.
Good pursuit by Andon, because if he didn't make that tackle, I don't know that we're going to get him to the ground. That guy is slippery and fast.
So Hicks with the carry all the way down to the Leopard 43-yard line. Bring up 2nd and a yard. Trips right. Kathy, the lone receiver left. Again, Kramer right up the middle. Dances to the outside, breaks tackles, and then he's got to the outside and finally wrapped up and brought down. That is 23 is Manuel Aguero on the tackle. But again, good yardage and a first down as they'll spot the ball at the Leopard 33-yard line.
Had him bottled up right there at the point of attack, and just an amazing jump cut right there, and he's 3 yards due west.
So they'll stay that same formation. Trips left with Kathy wide right. Gayton from the shotgun. And this time, different back in the backfield, and they'll wrap him up as he crosses the 30 to the 29-yard line, and that was number 33, DeAndre Jones on the carry.
Pretty good running back right there, too, that they're rotating through. Doesn't look like Kramer's come back on the field yet, but he'll be back, I would assume, shortly.
Goes to the 29-yard line. That was a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. And that is Rice Neugebauer in the backfield now. And Gayton on the quarterback draw right up the middle. And, again, good yardage. Williams and Jones both there to wrap him up, but Gayton gets down to the 22-yard line of the Leopards.
That's another element that Frederick brings to the table. They haven't used that just a whole lot this year, but obviously a really good quarterback and more than capable of picking up yards with his legs. And as you saw right there, good-sized kid. You're talking about a kid that, 180 pounds and big, strong kid and runs very well. So another element that they have in the repertoire.
Kramer back on the field at running back. Gayton from the shotgun. And give it back to Kramer. Looking for a hole. Found one up the middle. And he'll get to the, looks like the 15, maybe the 10-yard line.
Hard to believe this kid's just a sophomore.
Man, he is good. They do mark it at the 12. That is a pickup of 10 and looks like another first down.
Haven't seen the diamond formation out of Frederick yet. Don't know that they may get into it down here, but that's kind of been a staple of what they do offensively. We'll see it at some point in time.
Twins either side. Kramer, the lone setback to the left of Gayton from the shotgun. 1st and 10. They'll bring Kathy in motion left to right. Again, give it to Kramer over that right side. Makes 2 guys miss, still on his feet, and finally brought down. But he's going to be inside the Leopard 5 at the 4-yard line.
Good pursuit again defensively. Got some good shots right there, but he's just a tough load.
So 2nd and a yard to go.
Kramer's off the field.
Now there's your diamond formation.
You
brought it up. And they will give it to number 12, the tailback in that formation, which is Matthews, and they'll shut him down just shy of the goal line on the final play of the first quarter. So we'll go all the way to the other end of the field, and it will be 1st and goal for the Bombers from the Leopard 1-yard line. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter. After this, you're watching live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center.
Electric Cooperative is a proud member of the Lindsay community. REC is dedicated to providing dependable electric power to its customers and supports Lindsay High School in both academics and athletics with that same dedication. Good luck, Leopards, from everyone at REC in Lindsay.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
First and goal, Frederick at the Lindsay 1 as we start the second quarter. They'll come back in that diamond formation that John Call, actually, they may not. They're going to do the bunch to the right. They'll have Kramer. And actually the quarterback sneak it with Gayton, and he will take it in for the 1-yard score.
Not sure that they had all 11 out on the field right there, but it doesn't really matter if you're going quarterback sneak. I was trying to figure out the formation. Looked like, I know they were unbalanced heavy to one side and then the eye, but still thought maybe there should be one more. But, again, just find a soft spot right there, and you've got a big, tall, strong quarterback, and he's able to sneak in.
That makes it 13-8, and Frederick looks like they may line up to go for 2 this time. Yeah, they're going to run basically that same formation.
Okay, they're overset. There he is.
Yep. First half now.
There's a long history of talented running backs at Frederick, and we're getting to witness the next in that long line tonight.
And unfortunately, we get to see him for 3 more years. So
Indeed, we do, unless there's a redistrict
next
year.
Yep.
I would imagine we would probably still remain in Frederick so long as they stay 2A. But, man, he's fun to watch. I just wish he wasn't playing for the Bombers right now.
Exactly. I like to watch him play, just not against Lindsay. Biggs will have it teed up for the Bombers again. The Leopards will have Stubblefield back deep. Klingman and Dutton Taylor also back there. See if the Leopards can answer again. They came back and after Frederick went on that long scoring drive. Did it pretty quickly after the injury to Kessler. But then the Leopards came back and went on a 68-yard drive, did it in just 7 plays. So See if they can answer that again here to come back and answer that second score from the Bombers.
Well, and it's not that it's a gale force wind, but we do have the wind at our back now, which is going to help. Maybe some of those balls that were floating a little bit in the first quarter help to get those out to our receivers. So, boy, it looks to be another classic Lindsay Frederick game.
Stubblefield from the 10, across the 20, breaks across the 25, and that's where he'll be brought down. Again, great return there from Stubblefield. So we'll see the Leopard offense can get this one back here. I'm trying to wait for him to get the ball out here so I can see just exactly where Stubblefield went out. When it gets to this sideline, our view's not real good.
About the 27, looks like.
27, 1st and 10 Leopards. And again, 11:50 left to go here in the first half. 15-8, Frederick on top, but the Leopards with the ball. They'll send Register, Padilla, and Stubblefield wide right.
We're getting in an overset of our own here.
And they're going to just do the sweep with Ramming to the right, looking for a hole. Gets a block from Register, and he'll get across the 35 to the 36, maybe the 37, and he keeps walking backwards, but they're going to put it at the 36. Very close to first down to bring up a second down and a yard. Nice run from Ramming.
Well, we've got our own version of overload there.
Yep.
And receivers that are doing a good job, really good job out blocking on the edge.
Ferguson in at running back. He'll be to the left of Ramming.
Overset again.
Again overset, left side. And Ramming again. Looks to the edge, gets around, can't find a hole, but he'll make a couple of yards as they get to the 39-yard line. Picked up about 30, but it's enough for the first down, exactly. So Leopards 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line now. It looks like they're going to leave Padilla wide left this time, send Register and Stubblefield to the right.
Some of those wrinkles we talked about in pregame, some stuff that we've had in all year, and then also just some wrinkles that are special for the Bombers this week.
Ramming brings Stubblefield in motion. Fake it to him, takes it himself right up the middle on the quarterback keeper, and he'll get across the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Pick up a 4, make it second down and 6.
Got a good tempo to the offense right now, and seems like Coach Foster's dialed in with his play calling and doing a good job moving the football here.
Keeping the ball moving forward, making it, 2nd and 4, it kind of gives you a lot more options than 2nd and long. Again, they'll go twins right, single receiver left. This time Ferguson looking for the edge, cuts it back up inside, and he'll get a couple of tough yards. And maybe just one to the 44. But now 3rd down and 5.
Got to say, I admire this officiating crew. They're in between snaps, taking time to put a towel over the football. Don't know that I've ever seen that in a high school football game, but I do respect it.
Absolutely. 2nd down 9. 3rd down and 5. Ball at the Leopards 44-yard line. Twins left. Single receiver right. Ramming from the shotgun with Ferguson in the backfield. Fake it to him. He'll set up the screen out here. Jones gets bumped, stays on his feet, drives forward, and he is absolutely powering his way close to a first down. Nice job for Shane Jones.
They've got that thing shut down for about a 1-yard loss, and Shane just would not be denied. They're going to be right there at the sticks. Interesting spot, first down.
Absolutely great run there for Shane Jones off that screen.
Absolute effort play right there. And, again, another high-character, high-quality football player. And we were really excited about him last year before he got hurt against Colgate. He was really starting to turn the corner and was going to be on the field for us a lot. And it's been really fun to watch his growth and development this year. And just a top-notch student, athlete, you name it. Really good kid and tough also.
Trips right, tight end left is Jones. And this time Ferguson cuts back up inside. He'll get to the Frederick side of the 50 to the 48-yard line. Picks up 3. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 7, but the Leopards are now on the Frederick side of the 50-yard line. Clock runs with 9 minutes to go here in the first half, 15-8. Frederick on top. Wide receivers all come left. And it looks like we're going to do overload again to this left as Jones will be set up on the tight end left side.
Got a pretty good energy and spirit out there on the field right now. You can tell both teams are playing really hard and getting after each other, and it's a fun thing to watch.
Ramming, fakes the pitch,
Got
takes
him.
it himself right up the middle, breaks past Gayton. He gets to the outside, stiff arm, and Cathy catches up with him from behind. A great run from Brody Ramming again. Overload everything left and then break it back to the right. And he gets all the way down to the 31-yard line and picks up 17 yards.
They've got a counter scheme coming back up inside there. And, of course, with the overloaded set running back to the bubble and a counter scheme coming back, and we're getting the kick. And then you got Shane Jones leading up in there, and that's a good guy to have out front. And we gashed him right there.
Register the lone receiver right. Padilla is split left with Stubblefield. Jones in the slot from the pistol with Ferguson in the backfield. Give it to Ferguson, looking to the left, cuts it back up inside. He'll dive across the 30 when there's a flag that comes in the area where you might see a holding call here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a hold or some sort of chop block possibly. They'd run power right there, which is kind of another new little wrinkle that they have not been running, but I knew was going to be put in this week for Frederick.
So it looks like this is a holding call and the flag at the 29, so I would guess this would move it back to the 39-yard line.
Yep.
So first and call it 18, looking at the scoreboard. Leopards again go with that trips left, tight end right, Ramming. He's back to pass this time, runs to his left, still looking, needs to get rid of it, and then he finally does.
Incomplete.
And an incomplete pass. I think Frederick fans thought they might have caused a fumble there. Now we're going to have a flag late from the official. And let's see what this goes on. He's standing right in front of the Leopard bench, but I don't know if it was the Frederick player in front of him or the Leopard bench behind him.
He's talking to Kramer right now. I think he may have had something to say and probably wishes he hadn't.
Yeah. This may be a huge penalty right here. So we're going to get an unsportsmanlike called on Frederick. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty.
I think they ought to give him 2. He'd be out of the game then.
I'd go for that. Put the ball at the 25-yard line. So that makes it, is this an automatic on a personal, or is this?
Personal foul is, let's see here.
Since it's unsportsmanlike, I don't know if that's.
I think we should be an automatic first down here, but let's see.
And yeah, they are going to go with it being second down. They're going to call it 2nd and 4. Ramming. And on the reverse, he's got Stubblefield headed down the side, left side, and run out of bounds. And I'll have to, again, see where they spot the ball to see where he made it. Looks like they're going to put it at the 19-yard line. That would be a pickup of 6, but it should be enough for a first down.
Another well-designed play, similar to the two-point conversion, but now they're over the top. We used to call that sucker reverse. But good action going back front side, and then Stubblefield coming over the top, even with the lead blocker.
So 1st and 10 Leopards. They are at the Frederick 19-yard line. Give it to Ferguson, cuts inside the block, can't keep his feet, but he'll get some decent yardage, pick up about 4. If he gets to the 15, see what they've spotted here.
Looks like about a gain of 4, but again, those are just kind of some of those kidney shots, just up the middle, just over and over, and we're starting to see some good production out of that. You'll take a gain of 3 or 4 every time you hand it off.
Vaughn checks in the backfield. Twins right, single receiver left, Jones in the slot right. Ramming fakes it, takes it himself, gets around the edge, breaks a tackle, gets inside the 10-yard line. Another good run from Ramming, and again, strength to break that first tackle.
play actually hit outside where it was intended to go, but that's an athlete on the edge, and he makes breaks the tackle right there and picks up a good gain.
I think they're going to give him 10 yards and a first down. They're going to call it 1st and goal at the 5.
It's fun watching our kids respond.
I like it. Register split right. Williams checks in the slot left. Jones in the slot right. Vaughn in the backfield. Give it to Vaughn right up the middle, and he'll get stacked up for a short gain. May get a couple to the 3. Be 2nd and goal.
Stout defensive front down here at the goal line.
6:13 left to go here in the first half. 15-8. Frederick on top, but the Leopards with a 2nd and goal. They're at the Bomber 3. And we're going to have whistles and a timeout called by Frederick.
Okay.
5:56 left to go here in the first half. 15-8. Frederick on top. See if the Leopards can punch it in after this timeout. You're listening to live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
2nd and goal coming up for the Leopards. By the way, Glenn sent a screenshot of him watching the broadcast on his big screen TV. He said, "You looked really good on the big screen." So
Too kind. Got a face made for radio.
That's what I've always told people. This webcam proved it. When they brought the webcam out for the live stream, I said, "Yep, you're going to prove I've got a face for radio." But 5:56 left to go in the first half. 15-8. Frederick on top, but the Leopards knocking on the door. They've got a 2nd and goal coming up from the 3 as we come out of the timeout.
That timeout benefits us, gives us a little bit of time to draw something up over here in the dirt, see what we've come up with.
Vaughn in the backfield. He'll be to the left of Ramming. Ramming calls for it. He keeps it himself, looking for the edge, cuts it up inside, and they're going to mark him short, I believe. Nope, they give him the touchdown. Brody Ramming from 3 yards out with the touchdown run.
Came out real quick in an overset. Had Priest in. It looked like it tied in with Shane on the same side and both receivers outside and lead blocker with the running back. And, of course, Brody did the rest right there.
See if the Leopards can put this one in and get back up on top. They now trail by 1, 15-14. But the 2-point conversion coming here. They'll go register wide right, Stubblefield and Ferguson in the backfield. And timeouts. They had a little confusion on exactly what we were trying to do there. Maybe one of them wrinkles we weren't ready for.
A little bit confused, but we didn't have to burn that last time out. They did it for us, so it's a good use of a timeout here because obviously this is a big play.
A big play here to be able to get back up on top. Again, make sure you stick around here at halftime. We'll get you our officially unofficial stats from the first half. And also check in on some of those area teams that are playing tonight. You get down to week 9 of the season, there's some big games, district implications, of course, in all of those. So we'll get some of those for you at halftime, hopefully coming up here, and check in on some of our other district opponents, see where they're at.
I might take part of my halftime to go give Coach Offalter a rain jacket. He looks a little bit cold and wet right down there, but he's sporting the short sleeves and hey, whatever works for you.
I tell you what, he's tougher than I am. I've got on the short sleeves, but I'm in here out of the rain. So we'll see if the Leopards draw up here as they trail by 1, but going for a 2-point conversion here. And again, the answer from the Leopard offense. And they'll leave Ferguson in the backfield. They'll overload left, ramming from the shotgun. And they'll run Stubblefield, same play the other direction. This time didn't work.
Frederick snipped it out that time. Fool me once, shame on you.
Kathy sniffed that one out, stops it. So the Leopards will stay 1 point behind, but they answered that second score from Frederick. It's 15-14. Frederick on top. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Frederick after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
So Ty Ferguson will tee it up for the Leopards. Willie Kramer will be back deep for the Bombers.
I'd like to take a second to, even though they're the enemy tonight, brag on Frederick and Coach Tyler and their football program. I noticed that they've got a number 79 down on our sideline in honor of Tristan, and certainly they know what everybody's going through with that and showing high level of class there with that.
Thank you for doing that, because I intended to do that at the top of the broadcast, and I completely let that slip. So I appreciate you doing that, Mr. Edmonds. Kathy on the return gets it out to the 37-yard line for Frederick. So that's where they'll take over with 5:44 left to go here in the first half. Again, this would be a huge place for the Leopards to be able to get a stop here right before half. So if Leopard defense can bow up right here. Kathy will be split wide left. They'll go overload, overset left side. And we're going to call it timeout.
Make sure we get adjusted right here. Critical spot in the game.
Again, let's talk about some of the games going on tonight. Blanchard on the road at Bethany. Pauls Valley hosting Douglas out of Class 3A. Washington on the road at Comanche. You can kind of probably figure how that one will go. Little Axe is hosting Purcell tonight. Purcell favored heavily in that one. Community Christian defeated Crooked Oak last night 48-6. So CCS has already played their Week 9 game. And, of course, Kingston is hosting Lexington hosting Kingston tonight. But Kingston likely the opponent for the winner of this game, as they would probably finish number 3 in District 2A4.
Big games coming up here at the end of the year, and it's always a fun time of year trying to predict where your matchups will be. This obviously tonight is going to define things in our district pretty favorably. Not that couldn't change, but fortunately the district we match up with is fairly well defined. But I tell you what, there's a lot of questions to be answered here over Week 9 and 10 in high school football.
So they'll do, again, the overload right, but they will bring Hicks in motion and hand it to him. And then he tripped in the backfield as he tried to cut inside the block of Kramer back there, and he slips and falls. And
looks like the tackle was made by the 35.
Exactly. He'll lose a yard back to the 36-yard line and to bring up a second down and 11.
Probably a good thing, too, because they looked like they had a pretty good play set up there.
Now they're going to go under center this time for Gayton. And they're giving it to the fullback right up the middle, and that is Hicks. Nope, that's Matthews. My apologies. And Matthews will get back to the 40-yard line, pick up about 4, but it's going to bring up third down and 7.
Big down right here. Our kids are holding their ground pretty good right here. That was the same play that they hit us for a big gain early, so it looks like we've made some adjustments and played that much better.
We'll go trips right this time. Kathy, the lone receiver, left. Kramer, the lone setback, with Gayton from the shotgun. Gayton calls for it, gets it to Kramer right up the middle, and puts his head down, gets across the 45.
Looks like it's going to be a first down. It's close.
Favorable spot, but yep, they're going to put it right at the 47-yard line, which would in fact be a first down. And they're going to give him the
first down.
Very talented guy. As he picks up 7 and gets them the first down out at the 47-yard line.
Our guys are hanging in there. It's a tall task, big challenge for them tonight, but they're battling.
Again, trips right. Kathy, the lone receiver, left. Gayton from the shotgun has Kramer to his right. Back to pass. Gayton. Way down the left sideline. He's got Kathy, and great play back there. That is Padilla who knocked that out. Again, had the taller receiver behind him, but went up and knocked it away.
Yeah, I thought he might come up over the top and go ahead and make the play, but good pass breakup right there for Padilla. He was in perfect position and had a safety coming over the top to help.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 3:55 left to go here in the first half. 15-14, Frederick by 1. Again, Kathy goes wide left, trips right. Kramer to the right of Gayton from the shotgun. Back to pass, quarterback draw, looking for someone to go, and he didn't get there. Simonson trips him up in the backfield. And the rest of the Leopards locked him down, and he got maybe, I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him back to 46-yard line.
Looked like maybe early in the game our guys were juiced up a little bit too far upfield, creating some creases, but they're really doing a good job of staying down the line of scrimmage. And that again, we saw trap a few plays ago and quarterback draw again right there, and we played it much, much better this time around.
3rd and 11. Gayton from the shotgun. Trips right, single receiver left. Tried the hard count and it didn't work, so now Frederick will call the timeout. Coach Offalter pretty happy, I think.
Yeah, either that or he's trying to warm himself up.
3:11 left. Let's take a quick timeout with him. We'll come back to Frederick after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Back here at the Bomber Bowl in Frederick, 3rd down and a long. They've got it right back at the 37-yard line. We'll just call it 3rd and 10. Trips right. Kathy, the lone receiver, left. Kramer will still be in the backfield with Gayton as he works from the shotgun. 3:11 left to go in the half. And Gayton fakes the handoff, keeps it. Jones is right there to slow him down. And see if they can catch up to him. He does. Shane Jones drops him. It's going to bring up a 4th and long. What a job from Shane Jones.
Just a tremendous motor right there. I watched him the whole time, and a little bit of play action fake his way, and he never slowed down and got off the block. And that quarterback is fast, but Shane Jones was faster.
They'll give him about a half yard on that. We'll still call it 4th and 10. Basically no gain on the play.
Huge play right there.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. Nope, Kramer's going to back up. They may be going to punt it from there. Well, actually, Gayton's under center. Going to try to get the Leopards to jump. And doesn't work, so Frederick will call what should be their final timeout, I believe. And see if the Leopards come up here with 2:19 left to go here in the first half. This will be time for the Leopards to try to get something down the field. Still have a timeout left.
It's a little bit of gamesmanship there by Coach Tyler. Go ahead and run some clock down and try to get us to jump off sides, although I don't know that 4th and 5 from the 49 if you would go for that or not, but certainly worth a shot right there.
So see what, make sure Frederick does get ready to punt here as Kathy will back up in punt formation now for the Bombers. And see who the Leopards put back deep. Looks like it'll be Register. And nope, Manuel Aguero will go back. So Aguero back deep. He'll stand near his own 20. Kathy stands at his own 35 to punt it away. And gets up a high punt. This one will hang. Aguero fumbles it. And I think the Leopards got back on it. That's tough in the rain, looking up into that, and the ball's wet anyway. That's a scary thing right there.
Up in the rain, wet ball, and then a north wind on top of that, and you get so trained when you're back there fielding punts that when that dies up in the air right there, sometimes it's hard, and you can kind of see it short arm there a little bit on him.
But the Leopards get it back off the stop. First punt of the night for either team. 2:10 left to go here in the first half. 1st and 10 Leopards, their own 16. And let's see what Coach Foster decides to do here. If they try to make something happen here, or do you just
I'd predict a little bit of quarterback run game right here, see if you can get something going on the plus side and then get more aggressive. Plenty of time.
And that's exactly what we have, ramming with Vaughn out front, cuts up inside, gets to the 20.
Got a penalty.
And flags coming in, may have a hold here on that edge. And double check it here.
Looks to be in the area of the hold.
Hold. So that'll move the ball back to the 10-yard line.
Now that changes things a little bit. Let's roll that clock.
Yep. So you had a 1st and 10 at the 16, and now you're going to have a 1st and 16.
My guess is still going to be the same game plan. Quarterback and run, try to get something going. If you happen to hit a big one, and we certainly are more than capable of doing that, hit a big one, and then kind of evaluate as you move down the field with the time left.
Vaughn right at the middle, tripped up there. Cathy got underneath him enough to trip him up as he got back to about the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 5. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. And again, now just a minute 40 to go. I'm like you. I think we just make sure that clock runs out.
Well, Frederick gets the ball coming out in the second half, but we're getting some things figured out defensively, playing a whole lot better right there, and it's just going to be a dogfight.
The clock runs with a minute 25 left to go. And obviously another penalty on that play because the ball's back at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag there. Mark Hall standing up here, he didn't see it, and he's got eagle eye. So I don't know what we missed right here, but okay, caught the snap with the knee on the ground right there. No penalty.
No penalty, just unfortunate.
Bad luck.
So a minute.
He didn't mean to, though.
Minute 10, and the clock's
working in our favor right now.
The play clock doesn't work at all, so I can't tell what the play clock is down to. Yep. And ramming to Vaughn. Big hole up the middle. Vaughn. Oh, look out! Jacob Vaughn's at the 25, the 30, the 35, and finally brought down about the 38-yard line.
Get up
what
on the
a job.
Get to the line quick right here. We got plenty of time to go make a strike.
Mark it at the 39-yard line to 34-yard run. 1st and 10 Leopards. Ramming. Back to pass. Looks out at the flat and picked off. Overthrew his intended receiver, and Zach Tyler picks it off for the Bombers with 33 seconds left to go. So he got a big run and got out here, but then again, in the rain and the wind behind you, misjudged that one and threw it between two receivers and right to a defender's hands. So now Frederick, with 33 seconds left, out of timeouts though, have it at the 41-yard line.
I'd imagine they're going to take a shot to 30. We're empty. No, they broke with 12 right here. Ran him off the field.
And Kramer gets it in the backfield, nearly had April White, nearly had him. He got out of one tackle, got out of another. He's got to the edge. Look out.
Back on the edge.
And gets out of bounds inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Stops the clock with 23 seconds. And just like that, had 2 chances at him in the backfield, and he breaks those and gets all the way down to the Leopard 39. Got to come up with some stops here. 23 seconds left. Trips right. Kathy, the lone receiver, left. Kramer in the backfield as Gayton works from the shotgun. Gayton back to pass. Leopards bring pressure over the middle. Short hopped it. It's incomplete. Intended for Kellen Hicks. And that'll stop the clock with 20 seconds and bring up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10 at the Leopard 39. They'll send Kathy wide left. Trips right. Kramer in the backfield. Gayton in the shotgun. 2nd down 10. 20 seconds left in the half. Gayton's back to pass. He's got Kathy out in the flat, but he looks deep into the end zone.
Push.
Should have been an offensive push-off. They don't call, but the pass falls incomplete. There is a flag there now, I think, now that I see it.
Should be offensive.
Pass interference. Make
Don't
sure
know
that's
if they
what
saw that part of it, but
yeah.
Without a doubt it was offensive. Is that a...
Yep. Padilla says, yeah, it's on them.
Good call.
So that'll back him up as Kathy did push off to make some room back there to try to catch that one.
Let it be said that on October the 28th at 8:11 and 3 seconds, the Leopards got a call.
Got a call in Frederick.
In the Bomber Bowl.
So that'll be is that a 15-yard or just a 10? So that'll back him up, and the official trying to get the Bombers out of the way, and he's going to move it back to the Bomber side of the 50. So this will be a 15-yarder all the way back to the Bomber 45-yard line. And that may change things with just 13 seconds left, except that now you're still going to probably go for the end zone here.
Well, they'll still take some shots, and anytime you've got a 6'5" guy that can go up and get it, it warrants that in this situation. So I'd expect 2, maybe 3 more shots at it here.
So Kathy goes wide left, trips right.
Got a double on 30 here.
Kramer in the backfield. Gayton, the wide receiver, screen out here, and cannot come up with it. Hicks can't get it. That one was a backward pass.
And they're going to let that one run now. Clock should be rolling. That was a fumble.
Yeah, and it's not. They've blown it dead and said it was an incomplete pass.
He threw the beanbag. Okay, incomplete pass. He threw the beanbag, though.
So 2nd and 25. The ball at the Frederick 45-yard line. 8 seconds left before halftime. Trips right, single receiver left.
That single receiver is doubled up.
And they're going to give it to Kramer right up the middle, and the
go.
Leopards will stop him. And that should be the final play of the first half, and the Leopards will be down 1.
Dodged a bullet there. Good job.
Headed to the halftime locker room. It's 15-14. Frederick on top. And again, Frederick will get the ball to start the second half, but again, I think the Leopards have got some things figured out here. This is going to be a fun second half. Don't go away. We've got more coming up here at halftime, or officially unofficial stats, and some checking on some area games and more coming up here at halftime from Frederick. So don't go away. We're back with more of the First National Bank halftime show right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
Morris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Come on down to Main Street to Sharon's Beauty Salon and let Courtney freshen up your look. Services include haircuts, hair coloring, perms, formal styling, waxing, and more. Call 405-756-6988 for your appointment, and good luck to the Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay!
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad Greg Adams at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter. The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church. I'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. Also, I'd like to invite you to come to Judgment House and experience this walk-through drama with a life-changing message. The dates are October 26th, 27th, 29th, and 30th. Call our church office, 756-2266, for more information. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards and wish all of our student athletes and our marching band a successful season this fall. Go Leopards!
Hey, it's Friday. Game day from Mr. J. Good luck, Leopards.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay. South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center. Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
We're back here at halftime in the Bomber Bowl. It is 15-14 Frederick by 1 over the Lindsay Leopards here at halftime. It is senior night, by the way, here in Frederick, as they will be on the road at CCS next week. So this is senior night going on here at halftime. Instead of doing it before the game, they decided to do it here at halftime. So a large number of the Frederick Bomber football team out there on the field right now. But let's talk about some of the officially unofficial stats from that first half, and we'll start with Frederick and, of course, Willie Kramer. I mean, we've talked that whole first half, what an athlete this guy is, and I would think with it seems like I saw him carry the ball at least 20 times. He only carried the ball 8 times in that first half. I had him unofficially 8 carries, 114 yards there in that first half. And he did have that 42-yard touchdown run there to kick things off for the Bombers there early. But, again, 114 yards on 8 carries. And that's pretty much 127 total yards on the ground. He's got 114 of them. But he is special.
It's unfortunate that he's not out here in this list of seniors.
Yeah, exactly. Just a sophomore. He is going to be special by the time he's a senior for sure. Gayton is 2 of 3 passing, just 25 yards through the air. Again, neither team has done a lot through the air. All the damage has been done on the ground. So, again, that 127 yards on the ground, 114 of that to Kramer for the Leopards. They rolled up 162 yards of rushing in that first half. 89 of that belongs to Brody Ramming. He carried the ball 12 times for 89 yards. Vaughn has 6 carries for 55, thanks to that 34-yard run he had right there at the end of the half. And then Ferguson has 5 carries for 12 yards. Stubblefield had that 1 carry for 6. But, again, 24 carries as a team, 162 yards. And Ramming 2 of 6 passing. Did have that 1 interception right before the half. 17 yards. They got a 12-yard reception to Kessler early. And then Jones had that 5-yard catch that he worked so hard to come up with that first down on that one. Big, strong run there. But if you missed it early on, the very first, there was, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter or so when Kessler went down and was taken off on a stretcher, lower leg injury. I won't speculate how serious it may or may not be, don't know. But I do know that they did wrap up I believe the left leg of Kessler and loaded him on a stretcher and carried him off the field. So our thoughts and prayers with Bentley Kessler, with his family, that we hope that it's not as serious as we speculate it could be. But at the same time, we wish the best for Bentley Kessler. And the team responded. They came back right after that, and the Leopards took an 8-7 lead with 3:47 to go in that first quarter, and then Frederick came back right at the beginning of the second quarter, scored, making it 15-8. The Leopards turned right around and went back down the field, scored to make it 14-15, missed on the 2-point conversion there. But, again, only 1 punt in that first half. And, John, this has just been it's been back and forth after that first series when the Leopards had to punt theirs away. Then they went back to back scoring there, and I think you said it there. It was after that the Leopards forced the Bombers to punt. They started to figure some things out on defense.
Well, it's tough sledding tonight, throwing the football, and no wonder given the conditions that we're dealing with down here, and not only that, but just 2 teams that are very good defensively and good against the run and the pass, but. Obviously, both teams having more success running the football right now, and for Frederick, that's kind of been mainly their workhorse there with Kramer, and for Lindsay, we've been able to attack them several different ways. So, look to see more adjustments there in the second half, particularly with our guys of spreading the ball around a little bit, but just finding different and unique ways of moving the football. But man, what a game it is tonight, and as much as you hate to see Bentley go down, and obviously, like I said before, arguably the best football player for for us this year and has already missed a couple of games with injury. But as much as you hate to see him go down, you do see that bright spot in that next guy up, and our kids really rallying around that, and understanding that as tough as that is and as hard as it is to deal with, that there still is a job to do, and Bentley wouldn't want anything else other than for them to go out and play their absolute best and hardest, the way that he plays the game. So really excited to see those kids step up and keep their heads up on the sideline and not let it deflate them and come back and battle against a really good quality football team.
Well, we'll take another quick timeout here, and we'll make sure I think we got everything in order. We've got some area scores we've looked up here. We'll double-check on some of those and come back and some more of our First National Bank halftime show from the Bomber Bowl in Frederick right after these words from our sponsors on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
We're back here at halftime, and hey, kudos to the Bomber Band. They're out here in the rain performing at halftime. So kudos to them as well. And we're going to send it over to John. He's been going out and checking out some of our area scores to see how some of our teams around us are doing. So, John, I'll let you take it away if you want. Tell us about some scores.
You bet. I've got some updates here just via Squirtle, and any of you are certainly capable of going on and looking at those yourself as they update. I was just checking for the latest updates, but at last check, we've got in Class 4A, Bethany up 21-12 on Blanchard. Obviously, that's two very good football programs in Class 4A and a great football game, and it wouldn't surprise me if that doesn't end up just being a dogfight there at the end. Pauls Valley up 37-0 over Douglas right now. That's going to put Pauls Valley in good position going into Week 10. I believe they've got Lone Grove. And depending on some of the other results, that puts them at least with the chance of getting into the playoffs and maybe even, depending on district points, as high as the 2 seed in that district. In Class 2A, Washington currently up 34-6 over Comanche at the half. Purcell up 28-6 on Little Axe at the half. Interesting game here. Kingston up 14-6. That was in the second quarter update over Lexington. So a potential matchup for us anyway in the first round of the playoffs should we win here tonight. Also of interest, Hennessy is currently up 22-16 over Millwood. And the reason that is of interest for us is that could be a potential second-round matchup. The winner of that district, and Hennessy's been down for a few years. I understand that they've got a freshman quarterback that's just an absolute stud, and we all know what Millwood is. They've kind of bounced back here over the recent years, and wasn't really expecting to see that score. I thought that Millwood would probably win easily, but it looks like Hennessy is the real deal, and it's a pretty good battle there. And then also, big game in Class 2A, Vian and Prague were matching up, and Prague was 8-0, but quite honestly, it was hard to tell because their schedule had been relatively weak, but it does appear that they are the real deal as well. They're up 13-12 over Vian going into the third quarter there. Class A, Dibble is up 14-0 over Ringling. Dibble is up 14-0 over Wayne. Ringling is up 37-0 over Elmore City. I just about broke the internet with that comment. Waurika in Class B is up 53-0 over Alex, and in Class C, Maysville is up 52-6 over Bowlegs.
Well, appreciate that. Yeah, Alex has had a tough year this year. They had a bunch of injuries, and it's really been a long season for them. But they'll be back as well. But again, here at halftime, our score 15-14. Frederick up by 1, and Frederick should get the ball to start this third quarter. So we'll see how the Leopards handle things here, see what adjustments both these teams make here at halftime. Let's take another 60-second timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half and be back right after this. You've been listening to the First National Bank Halftime Show from Frederick and the Bomber Bowl here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, FM 105, KBLB.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Frederick. Greg Perry alongside John Inman, who is filling in for an ailing Glenn Shoemake. I understand
a warm and cozy Glenn Shoemake.
You know, he is under 4 blankets and just toasty warm, sitting there watching us freeze over here. But J.D. Scruggs over on the laptop. Andrew Lyon, man. Out there
the real MVP.
The real Andrew ESPN Lion out on the camera. Brianna Miller back at our studios. I got to say a big thank you to Paige Southern as well. Cross country. We have yet to do that to JD, but we'll come back and talk about them a little bit. But cross country is headed to regionals. Is that what
State.
I'm sorry. They won third in regionals, is that right?
Yes,
I think they got
correct.
30 regionals and headed to the state cross country meet. So.
First time boys and girls cross country programs have been in the state cross country meet since I believe the late 90s. So Coach Edwards is doing a tremendous job. I think we may have got that ball. Let's
see. High, short kick, and looks like Frederick did come up with that. So a lucky break there for the Bombers. The Leopards nearly pull off a kind of a deep onside there, but they'll have it. Looks like at their own 37-yard line to get this second half underway. See if the Leopard defense really does have some things figured out here, can shut down Kramer. I'll tell you what, Willie Kramer is the real deal. He will be in the backfield out of the I formation. Gayton under center. And
Counter.
They'll give it to Kramer right up the middle, breaks it outside, jumps out of a couple of tackles. And he'll get across the 40 to the 43-yard line.
Well, pretty well played there by us defensively, but just a phenomenal athlete that can stop on a dime and turn that into about a 6-yard gain there.
And you mentioned it, that jump. He can jump sideways about 4 yards out of a tackle, and he's headed the other way.
Wing over again.
So 2nd down 4 from the 43. And this time, Kramer looking for the edge, cuts it back the other way, and Vaughn right there when he cuts back did a great job of staying home and was right there when Kramer cut back the other way.
Really great pursuit right there, and I'm not sure who this is out here on the edge. I believe that was probably Stubblefield that set the edge and turned that back into pursuit, and they were trying to come back over here to the short side away from that overloaded set, and we were having no part of that.
So 3rd down and 4, the ball at the 43-yard line.
Same set again.
Gayton again under center. Leopards, and they're going to send it right up the middle, and that is number 12, Alex Matthews, and he gets good yardage over into Leopard territory at the 44-yard line.
Coach's kid right there. Just there've been several Matthews kids that have come here through here for the last few years, and all of them good, solid football players, and he's no exception.
So the Leopard 44-yard line, 1st and 10, Frederick. Kramer again at the tailback spot, Gayton under center. Give it to Kramer. He bounces to the outside, he's got the edge, and then gets run out of bounds somewhere near the 35-yard line. See where they spot him.
Looking like a very similar script to their first drive. First drives there in the first half, just kind of formationally the things that they're doing, and breaking some tendencies out of that certainly, but that's just kind of been the nature of Frederick over the last few years, and maybe predictable at times, but obviously very good in the execution of what they do offensively, and certainly this is no exception tonight.
Pickup of 8 makes it 2nd and 2. Again, same formation with Gayton under center. Kramer at the tailback.
Short split over here. I don't know if there's
they're going to give it to Kramer over that right side. And again, he'll get good yardage in the 1st down as he'll get to the Leopard 31-yard line.
A lot to defend here with these guys.
Too many weapons. And they're going to stay in that pro set.
Don't be surprised if they don't throw the out route down to the bottom here to number 1 here pretty quick.
Right again up the middle, fullback Ferguson absolutely blew that up. He thought I think he thought he was going a long way with that one, but again, picks up good yardage across the 30 to the 27.
Ferguson is the unofficial district leader in shock value on guards that come up to block him. He catches them about the chest and has a pretty good tendency to pancake them. He's small, but he's powerful.
So 2nd down and 6 at the 27. Now they're going to bring Hicks into the backfield.
Set.
Go to the diamond. Gayton. And that is Matthews trying to get to the edge.
Well
He's not going to get there. That is Stubblefield. Comes from that backside and absolutely blew it up.
Took on a block there front side and got off the block and has the speed to track it down. So right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Very well played by Price.
No gain on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and long.
He's been a good move in.
Absolutely has.
Take more just like him.
Diamond formation again with Kathy to the left. And this time Kramer, and they roll him up again. And that is number 65, Ethan Childers, who grabbed Kramer just as he got to the line of scrimmage for another no-gain play. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6.
They really hadn't featured Kramer in the dive-in there very often, and I was just waiting for him to do it. And, man, our kids really rallied and made a huge play right there.
This is a huge 4th down play for the Leopards if they can force the Bombers to turn this over. They're going to stay with the pro formation now.
Got a wing over set.
And back to pass. They set it out in the flat. And great play! Andon Register from behind knocks it away, and the Leopards force the Bombers to turn it over on down.
Really good play by Andon. It looked there early like they had the out route going to the outside, and he just comes up over the top and makes a play. So tremendous defensive stand by the Leopards, and I do think that we've made some adjustments, and I think that started there late in the 2nd quarter, and it's continued on in the 3rd.
So at their own 27, Leopards have the ball 1st and 10. Now let's see what adjustments we've made offensively here.
Well, don't forget, Greg, I told you we had a few extra wrinkles up our sleeve, and they may have saved some of those for the second half. I'm sure hoping.
Ramming has Vaughn in the backfield. Twins right, single receiver left. High snap, gets it down into the hands of Vaughn, trying to find the edge, cuts it up inside. Tripped up at the 30. He'll fall forward.
Good tough run. Looks like he rolled up on the back of Vannon's legs right there. Hopefully he'll pop up. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Good to see.
It's always tough when you're downfield blocking, and it happens a lot along the offensive line, but out at receiver too, where you're engaged and don't know what's going on behind you, sometimes that tackle just ends up right there on the back of your legs. Hopefully he's able to walk that off and be back out quickly.
Pickup of 7 out to the 34. Second down and 3. Jack Dodd checks in to replace Register. Ramming. Breaks it to the left. He's at the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, and a flag comes in at the 50-yard line.
Oh, I don't know. I should probably bite my tongue.
That's the hard part of being on this microphone. Is that was one of those. Yeah. So they get it at the 50, and Ramming got it down inside the 45, but the flag laying at the 50 is going to move it back to the 40. On a holding call that I think everybody in this booth is not sure ever actually happened. And actually they moved it back to the 39-yard line. So now and is that still enough? I think that's still enough for the first down maybe. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get the first down.
Still get the first down out of it, so it'll be 1st and 10, but it'll be back at the 39-yard line of the Leopards instead of the 39-yard line of Frederick.
We'll take it.
Trips right, Tiny and left. Ramming from the shotgun. Gives it to Vaughn. Vaughn caught in the backfield, and that's going to be a lost play there. That's number 55, Elijah Peel, on the stop for Frederick, who actually blew that one up in the backfield.
Yeah, 6 foot 202. I think that. No, I'm looking at the 6 foot 202, but out there in pads, he looks to me to go about 220, 230, and man, that was a really good play right there on the edge by him.
Loss of 3 back to the 36. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
You'll notice they kind of bounce 9 around from spot to spot defensively. He's a really good defensive player as well.
Ramming. Headed left, got Vaughn in front of him. Can he get to the edge? No, they're going to run him out of bounds short of the 40-yard line. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. See exactly where they mark it. They're going to put him at the 38. He's still going to be just a couple of yards on a play. It's going to be 3rd and 11. This is going to be a huge third down play for the Leopard offense. Really need to convert this. Good to see Andon Register checks back in. Dodd runs off the field.
Yeah, really good to see Andon as much offensively. Offensively really good to see him, but as much as anything defensively, already being down 1 in the back end and getting him back out there, he was able to walk that off, and he's a tough kid.
Ramming from the shotgun, back to pass, rolling, gets over the middle, and it's intercepted. Kellen Hicks with the short pass.
Good tackle.
Again, that is a great recovery right there. Number 63 for the Leopards is Tommy Cunningham, who saved a big play there for Hicks.
That was a tremendous play made in the open field by Tommy Cunningham right there, because I thought if he got the edge, he might go to the house.
So the Leopards turn it over and give it back to the Bombers. They'll have it at their own 49. 6:09 left to go. Both teams now with a turnover on their first drive. The Bombers turned it over on downs. The Leopards throw an interception. Gayton from the shotgun. Trips left. Kramer headed left. Tries to make guys miss, and he went right between 3 white shirts, but ran into Wyatt April.
A little bit slow to get up right here. I don't know if got shaken up on the play. He's cramping.
Yeah, that left hamstring he's grabbing as he heads out. That will get to number 3. That is Reese Neugebauer. in at running back. They'll go trips right. Single receiver left. Gayton from the shotgun.
Quarterback.
And
played
quarterback
that
keeper,
really
they
good.
stood him up.
Really good.
Shane Jones in there along with Aiden Ramage.
Quarterback counter there, and like I mentioned before, it seems like early in the game we may have been just a little bit excited, a little bit too far upfield, and let some stuff break off inside, up in the line of scrimmage, and really playing good down the line. That was a really good play by Aiden Ramage right there.
So lost a couple back to the 47. It's going to bring up a third down now. 3rd and 5. Gayton, you're going to give it to, that is,
feasting on 'em right now.
Absolutely blew that one. Xavier Randall, the running back that time, nowhere to go. 4 white shirts just as soon as he got the ball.
Looks like we slid our front there a little bit to the overset, and man, our guys are really getting everything dialed in right now, playing extremely well defensively.
4th down and 8, a loss of 3 on that play. And this will put Kathy back in punt formation. He gets off a knuckleball line drive, is taken by Register at the 15, gets tripped up as he crosses the 20. And so the Leopards turned it over, but then forced a 3 and out. Got it right back. Now they've got it at their own 22-yard line. So 3:58 left to go here in the third quarter. Still 15-14. Frederick by 1.
Really becoming a defensive struggle right now on both sides, and it's just going to be who can make a play, make that game-changing, game-breaking play, and my vote's on the Leopards.
I'll go for that. Raming from the shotgun, trips right, tight end left. Has Ferguson in the backfield, fakes it to him. Gets around the edge, headed right, gets a block on the edge, and he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. Should pick up about 6, maybe 7.
Really good blocking out here on the edge again by the receivers, and you can see Anna getting up there. I mean, he's working his tail off to get the block right there, and he's still gimpy, but he knows the importance of the moment and everything that's at stake, and it's good to see some grit and toughness there.
30-yard line for the Leopards brings up 2nd down and 3 off a 7-yard run from Brody Raming. Raming again with Vaughn in the backfield. Fake it to pitch to him. Again right up the middle. And Raming trying to fight for that first down. He's still pushing the pile. Now he'll get pushed backwards. And the forward momentum may give him a first down.
It'll be really close. Look like it's going to be about 3rd and a couple feet.
Got him maybe to the 32 for a couple. So 3rd and less than a yard. Register is back in. He'll be the lone receiver right. We'll go left with Stubblefield and Padilla from the pistol formation. Raming. Give it to Vaughn. Right up the middle. First down and more. He'll get across the 40.
There's some more of those body shots. Now you're starting to see that's starting to take a toll on Frederick defensively. You know, you just got to hang in there and battle and start to challenge the toughness. And without a doubt, they're going to respond and they're going to make some plays. But good push by our offensive line right there. And then Jake just straight downhill and nice gain there.
10 yards, only needed 1. Got it out to the 42-yard line.
Overachiever. I like it.
Yep. Twins left. Register the lone receiver right. Vaughn in the backfield. Give it to him again. Again, dodges to the outside to the 40 and falls forward to the 42. And now he needs a break. Ty Ferguson will check in. Pick up a 5 on that play to the 47. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Again, Register the lone receiver right. Padilla, Stubblefield split left. Ferguson behind Raming. Give it to Ty. Ty right up the middle. Spins through. Gets into the the Bomber side of the 50. to the 47-yard line, and he'll pick up a first down on a 6-yard run.
Different back, same result, and that's just kind of showing what our offensive line is doing right now, and just kind of winning in the trenches. And it's that kind of night. That's what we're going to have in order to take the ball down the field and ultimately go win this football game.
Dodd back in at wide receiver left, along with Stubblefield. Padilla is split right. Ferguson in the backfield along with Ramming. 1st and 10 from the Bomber 47. Brings Stubblefield in motion. Fake the pitch. Ramming around the outside, and he'll get run out of bounds after a couple of yards on the pickup.
It's always good when you can bring a receiver in motion and fake it to him and then go follow with him as a lead blocker, and he's out there working his tail off. Those receivers, a lot of times, they just want the ball. But we've got some unselfish kids that understand the moment and understand what their job is and the conditions and everything else that factors into it this evening, and willing to go get their nose dirty a little bit out on the edge.
2nd down and 7 from the Bomber 44. Ramming from the shotgun. Vaughn back in at running back. Give it to him. Steps inside, gets to the 40, maybe the 39. He'll pick up 5 more. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, maybe 3rd and 2.
Just keep leaning on them.
Dodd now goes wide left with Stubblefield. Padilla will come to the right. Vaughn stays in at running back. Jones lines up in the slot left. 3rd down and 2. Ramming. Vaughn tripped in the backfield, but he's got enough momentum going forward. Oh, they're marking him short.
Marking him short.
They're going to mark him at the 42, which was right at the sticks, but about a half-yard short.
Frederick got some good penetration on that play, but I still felt like Jake was able to see that and make a pretty athletic move there, but he must have come down. Hip must have hit or knee must have hit a little bit shorter than what I thought there.
So it's going to be 4th and less than a yard.
Looks like we're going to let the clock roll.
Let that clock run down to the end of the 3rd quarter and contemplate this 4th down play. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the start of the 4th quarter. You do not want to miss the end of this one. 15-14 Frederick, but the Leopards on the move when we come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay! Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
Yep. The light show going on, and we start the 4th quarter. Frederick does have new lights down here. Not sure if you picked up on that or not, if you can see it on the camera. But definitely much brighter down here on this ball field than we've seen in years past. But
it's intermittent.
Yeah. Right now, not very bright. They're still flashing. And
that's a penalty.
Yeah, it's hard to say. You're going to have to stop the flashing when we're going to play here, folks.
Strobe lights not allowed.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're still flashing. But they've got them strobing. They may not be able to stop them.
I don't know if the lights know that the music has stopped. In all my years.
I have not ever seen this. Again, we're fixing to start the 4th quarter. The Leopards facing a 4th and less than a yard. They are at the Bomber 37-yard line. And
I think this is a case of some of the reverse psychology gone bad here.
Exactly. Tried to do something to hype up the football team and ended up, I think, hyping up Leopard fans and Leopard team worse.
We certainly seem to be jumping around a little bit more there in the break.
Now we got the strobe stop. Let's get back to play here. Start of the fourth. Big play here for the Leopards.
And they've been again.
Give it to Vaughn, and Vaughn's got the first down. Got it to the 35, and he just absolutely ran over people to get there.
Had our double sniffer set there, and basically you're talking about a full house backfield, our version of the diamond, so to speak. They got one down on the field. I thought we were about to get a measurement. I thought there's no way.
That's not even close, but that's, again, a injured Bomber on the field. And in case you missed it earlier, Leopards lost Bentley Kessler early in the game to injury. Again, lower leg injury. Do not know the extent. Did take him off on a stretcher, but we hope the best for Bentley and thoughts and prayers with him. And, of course, now we have a Frederick player down, and I can't tell if they're not looking at it like a cramp, so this may be another leg injury here they're looking at. But let's take another timeout as we look at an injured Frederick Bomber. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
So Leopards 1st and 10, the Frederick 35 out of the timeout. The number 62 was Corey Kiesler, the injured player. He did go off the field with a little bit of weight on that left leg, but we're going to have a false start on the Leopards, though. Not the way to start that drive. That'll back them up to the 40 and make it 1st and 15. Have not been a lot of penalties tonight, and I think that may be just, the second or third on the Leopards tonight?
I believe so. It's been a pretty clean game on both sides, and that's a mark of two well-coached football teams.
Ramming right up the middle on the quarterback keeper. Got the penalty yardage back and a couple of yards more. Again, just tough fight in these guys. Not going down easy, and he will pick up about 7 yards all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you can tell Brody's playing inspired tonight. He's obviously been one of our best players all year long, but he understands the weight of the moment and his role in that, especially in a key leadership position at quarterback there.
So 2nd down and 3. 2nd and 8, excuse me. Vaughn. Spin move. Another spin. That time can't regain his balance, but he'll get to the 28-yard line and pick up 5 more. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Got 2 downs right here, and I sure like the way our offensive line is coming off the football and the way our backs are running tough up inside.
Big time. They are really opening some holes up there. And, again, these guys, Vaughn and Ramming and Ferguson, all three doing a great job right up the middle.
Oh, and Simonson was so excited after that last play, he did a somersault.
Here's Vaughn again, digging for that 25-yard line. I think he's going to be just short of it at the 26, so he was going to pick up 2. We're going to end up with a 4th and short again.
Another huge 4th and short play.
And here comes Priest Williams. He'll replace Stubblefield as they'll bring in that extra blocking back in there.
Should be our version here, kind of the diamond, the double sniffer set, and really kind of gives us an advantage because instead of putting those guys at tight end, you can line them up in the backfield and lead up inside.
Ramming to Vaughn and got it. He gets across the 25 to the 24-yard line. He gets enough for that 1st down.
Pretty simple concept there. Everybody block inside and clean up the edges with 34 and 28 and get it back hitting downhill. Good play there.
Job for Vaughn, as he and Ramming have really carried the load in this running game here tonight. And I don't want to jinx us, but the rain has really gotten lighter for us here in this fourth quarter. Ramming from the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Sweep left and can't get a lead block in there. Gets blown up. Kellen Hicks trips him up, and Ramming is going to get dropped for a loss back at the 31-yard line.
56 strung that out really, really well for Frederick. Good defensive end play there.
It's a loss of 7 on that play. It's going to bring up a second down and 17 now. Back at the 31-yard line. 9 minutes left in the ball game. 15-14, Frederick by 1. The Leopards trying to take this one down and take the lead back. Stubblefield and Padilla go wide right. Register is wide left. Vaughn in the backfield gets it and spins out of a tackle, stops, and then gets wrapped up as he gets to the 20 and 30-yard line. He'll go through all of that to basically pick up a yard.
Kramer there at the defensive end again, and as I mentioned before, for as good as he is offensively, he's a force defensively as well.
This is a huge third down play. It's 3rd and 15. The ball at the 30-yard line. Again, I think you got 2 downs to pick this up, but that's a long way to go. Padilla goes wide right along with Stubblefield. Register is wide left. Ferguson in the backfield. Back to pass, Ramming. He's looking in the direction of Register, and he just left it. He had it, but
the old trusty post combination.
Just couldn't get the ball to him. Register had the separation on Hicks. But, and actually that was not Hicks. That was Aiken in coverage. But this is going to bring up another big down here. 4th down and 15. The ball at the Bomber 30-yard line. Register now will go to the right. They'll go trips right with Jones in the tight end left. Ferguson in the backfield for Ramming. 4th down and 15. Pressure coming. Over the middle.
Made the play.
Cut!
Made the
Shane
play.
Jones at the 10. First down, Leopards.
The old sneaky tight end play. That's what happens when you don't throw it to them all year long. All of a sudden they're wide open.
What a play for Shane Jones in traffic to come down with that pass and give the Leopards the ball 1st and goal at the 10.
They've been saving that one for the right moment.
This is the 19th play of this drive. 7:40 to go in the ball game. Ramming to Vaughn, right up the middle, inside the 5.
Thought he might go right there.
I did too.
Good run, good tough run. Made a good play right there on the cut. Knocking on the door.
So 2nd and goal from the 4, looks like. And we got a timeout on the field. Not sure who actually called it. But I guess we'll take a timeout. 7:19 to go in the ball game. Leopards have a 2nd and goal with the ball at the 4-yard line. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website.
Vaughn looking for a hole, breaks it to the outside, cuts it back up. He's not going to get there. And they're trying to, Frederick is saying they ripped the ball out. The forward momentum had stopped. That should not be a fumble. In fact, if you really want to go back and look at it, Kathy's punch at the football was more like a punch at the player, but they're going to say he was down. This is bring up a big third down play here. They're going to have 3rd and goal, and let's see, they're spotting the ball at the 3. And give it to Vaughn. Touchdown, Leopards! Jacob Vaughn from 3 yards out.
Our offensive line right now is winning this football game for us, and we've got a huge play coming up right here. Need to try to make it a 7-point game, but those guys are really earning their keep up front tonight.
Huge drive there. That was a 22-play drive. Started with 3:58 to go in the 3rd quarter and 6:36 to go now as the Leopards shift into an odd formation here.
Quad set, empty.
And they're going to throw it to Register, and they missed it. Had the screen set up for Register and went right through his hands. But the Leopards have a 5-point lead, 20-15. 6:36 to go in the ball game. We'll just keep it here as they should. The Leopards are already back out on the field ready to kick this one off. But that's a huge drive. Takes all that time off the clock. And really, again, the Leopards' defense has come up big the last 2 times they've been on the field.
They really seem to have adjusted to what Frederick was having some success with. And, of course, Frederick has lots of weapons in this game. Is by no means over, but certainly like the position we're in right now, how we played defensively here late, and what we've been able to do offensively, because given the situation where we get the ball back and need to run some time off the clock, we've proven that we can do that.
So Ferguson will tee it up for the Leopards. Kramer is back deep. Leopards are jumping ready to go here. Again, kind of a deep onside, headed in the direction of Sheffield, and pretty good return there. Gets over to the middle of the field, but it'll be stopped at the 39-yard line. So Frederick will take over. 6:30 left to go in the ball game. They're on 39. See if this Leopard defense can again force them into another 3 and out here.
We've had a good edge the last few series. We need to keep that up and go finish the football game.
20-15, Leopards by 5 as Frederick takes over. Trips wide receiver, trips to the right, one wide receiver left. Gayton from the shotgun. Kramer right up the middle. Shane Jones wraps him up.
Good job by Shane pulling off back inside. They had a little crease up inside, and Shane was able to see that and cross face and get in and minimize the gain there.
Picks up 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7, the 42. Cathy will go wide left. 3 receivers right. Kramer to the backfield. Gayton's back to pass. The quick stop route overthrew Cathy. 3rd down and 7 now.
Ball got away from him there a little bit. That's overthrew a 6'5" dude. must have got out of his hand a little bit off.
So Cathy will bring the play in from the sideline. And now he will split to the right. In fact, they'll bring.
That is going to be tossed this way.
Yep, exactly. And Kramer looking for the edge, and he's going to have the 1st down. He'll get across the 50 into Leopard territory at the 49. Had him in the backfield. Just again, he is that shifty in the backfield.
Just a special athlete right there. Kind of one of those things that I mentioned it earlier. It can be predictable, but you still have to stop it. They're really good at what they do. They're good at executing it, and they're doing it with good athletes.
So 1st and 10, Frederick at the Leopard 49-yard line. Again, they'll be overloaded right. And this time the counter up underneath for Hicks, and he's going to take it to the house. Kellen Hicks tripped up, but he'll get into the end zone on a 49-yard touchdown run, and just like that, Frederick's right back on top.
Number one made a lot of big plays against us last year, and that's one that we talked about earlier. Just got to keep your eyes on him and understand he's got game-breaking speed. He's not a real big guy, 5'7", 134 pounds, but he is elusive. He's obviously dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
So they will likely go for 2 here as well. They'll use that diamond formation.
We played this set well. Big play right here. Reverse.
And they're going to reverse it. The Leopards sniff it out. Kathy tripped up in the backfield. That is Brody Ramming wrapping him up for no good on the 2-point conversion.
What a play by the quarterback.
5:22 left to go in the ball game. Frederick 21 and the Leopards 15. Excuse me, Leopards 20. I'm writing and thinking at the same time, which is usually dangerous. But 5:22 left to go in the ball game. Again, we'll keep it here as they'll get out quickly to do this kickoff. The Leopards plenty of time, 5:22. In fact, you'd like to see them run about 5:20 off this clock and score a touchdown.
Absolutely.
And they ran, that's 4 minutes. That's 8-9 minutes off that last drive on that 22-play drive. So, but got to get points at the end of it, though. And the kicking game is not something the Leopards are known for, so this is
well, and that's one of the things in that, and I know that they continue to work on the kicking game for moments and opportunities where they feel like they've got to have it, but unfortunately Bentley Kessler is a part of that operational system, so don't know what they would do in that situation, don't know if they're prepared otherwise, but sure just need to take that out of the question, go down the field and score a touchdown.
Biggs has it teed up for the Bombers. You know what, this kid can kick the ball.
Yes, he can.
Stubblefield has it at the 10, to the 20, the 25, to the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, and that's Dutton Taylor. That is not Stubblefield. That is Dutton Taylor, and he's got it all the way to the Bomber 40-yard line.
Could have been a target there on the sidelines as well, but what a play by a freshman.
Tell you what, I'm excited to see what this kid will do as his career goes on. Oh, we've got a flag back here at the 20-yard line. Didn't we say earlier that the Leopards got a call?
He giveth and he taketh away.
Unbelievable. So the flag lays at the, 27-yard line, so they'll move it all the way back to the 12. Unreal. The Leopards had great field position off that huge return, and now they've got it all the way back at their 12-yard line.
Well, the bright side is with that big return, we were probably going to score too fast. Now we've got the optimum field out there in front of us. We can run about a 5-minute and 14-second drive and score a touchdown.
There you go. Register is going to be split right. Ramming from the shotgun, fakes the pitch, keeps it himself.
Good move.
Tackle
What
at
a
the
play.
15, at the 20, to the 25, and right out of bounds near the 30.
Great individual effort by Brody.
Thought they had him right on the edge because Neugebauer was right there where he made that cut, but he made a great move. And he got to the 28-yard line. He picks up 16 yards. First and 10 Leopards. Ramming. Brings Stubblefield in motion, gives it to Vaughn up the middle. Vaughn, look at him get across the 35 to the 36-yard line, maybe even the 37. Again, just individual effort out of Jacob Vaughn.
Great push up front, and then Jake breaks a couple tackles, and I tell you what, he's a load too. You know, we've talked a lot about Kramer tonight, and rightfully so, but we've got some good ones here in Lindsay too.
So Vaughn gives the Leopards a 2nd and 1, the ball at the 37-yard line. Padilla, the lone receiver left, Twins right, Vaughn to the left of Ramming. Give it to Vaughn again. Got the first down and more across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Now the 43. That's another 6-yard run for Jacob Vaughn.
All those body shots early, Greg. All those body shots early, and now they're taking their toll. We're winning the battle up front. We're running tough inside. All good things right now.
Everything going the way the Leopards need it to go, except that you need to finish at the other end. Register the lone receiver right. Padilla is split left along with Stubblefield. Vaughn stays in the backfield with Jones in the slot right. Ramming from the shotgun. Again fakes the pitch, takes it, cuts up inside. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, and run out of bounds in Bomber territory at the 41-yard line. Another 16-yard run for Brody Ramming.
I think they've got a pretty good idea who's going to have the ball right now, and even in spite of that, we're still successful. We're moving the football. Need to keep that clock rolling.
Again, kudos to that offensive line. They are making things happen. Ramming again with twins left, single receiver right. Give it to Vaughn up the middle, and this time Vaughn
Looked
again
like he was
stopped
short, but
again, short gain, and he ends up picking up about 4, maybe 5 out of it as he gets down to the 36-yard line.
There's a reason he's got the nickname of Bull. We just saw it right there. Catching a breather here.
Yep, got a cramp. And well-deserved rest right there probably. So we'll have an injury timeout with 3:29 to go in the ball game. Frederick by 1, but the Leopards on the move at the Frederick 36-yard line. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to the Bomber Bowl right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Brody Ramming in the shotgun, trips to the right. Ferguson in the backfield. Ramming keeps it. He's at the 30, inside the 25, at the 20, and another flag. Is going to come back, bring this one back. Cannot get a break on big runs as Ramming got all the way down inside the 15, but there's a flag laying at the 29-yard line. Cannot get a break.
Going to bring us back to about 2nd and 9.
Yep. So they're going to bring the ball back as John said. They're going to put the ball back at the 39-yard line. So 2nd down and 9. Jack Dodd is checked in. He's at the wide receiver right. Stubblefield is split left with Padilla. Ferguson in the backfield. Ramming from the shotgun. 2nd and 9 from the Bomber 39. Give it to Ferguson right up the middle, and he gets to the 35-yard line. Picks up 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Obvious 2-down territory here.
Ramming's carried the ball 19 times tonight. Vaughn's carried it 20. You know those guys have got to be tired. Ramming brings Stubblefield in motion, and then Ramming went to keep it himself, and they got sacked in the backfield. They brought everybody that time.
Yeah, I think they had a blitz called. I think they anticipated that one. Timed the blitz up really well. That was backside, and that's always difficult. If you can time a backside blitz on some sort of counteraction like we had there. Tough to get everything cut off, and 12 was coming full speed and made a big play in the backfield.
So 2:26 to go in the ball game. We'll keep it here for this timeout. 21-20 Frederick. The Leopards now have a 4th down and 9 from the Frederick 39. This may almost be the ball game right here, John. That's That's a huge loss right there.
Huge loss. We still have a couple of timeouts, and certainly still have some hope. But obviously, huge play coming up here with 4th and 8. I know that they're going to have something creative right here, and who knows, we might sneak one into the tight end again.
There you go. We got to get this one in. Got to convert this 4th down to have a chance at winning this one. So they'll go trips right with Dodd, Padilla, and Stubblefield. Ferguson in the backfield with Ramming. 4th down and 9. Ramming rolling to his right. They're going to try to come back to Jones. He's got it. Can he get away from the defenders? No. They're going to stack him up. Even though he is fighting for all he's got to the 35-yard line, he's still going to be about 4 yards short. And that's going to cause the Leopards to turn it over on downs, and this could be big right here. Leopards now have got to figure out a way to stop this offense and get the ball back.
No easy task, but we've got a couple of timeouts, and our kids know what's at stake, and they're going to go play hard right here.
Absolutely. Cannot allow Frederick to pick up a first down at all. They're going to go diamond, and they've got Kramer at the top of it. Gayton, give it to Kramer, and they'll pick up 5, maybe 6.
He's a little bit loose with that football. He didn't have 2 arms in contact, so that may be something they can talk about here in this timeout of getting that ball ripped out.
So timeout called by the Leopards. They do have 2. 2:06 left. So let's take a 30-second timeout with them. We'll come back after this. You're watching live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
2:06 left in the ball game. 21-20. Bombers on top with the ball, and a 2nd down and 4 coming up. The Leopard defense doing its best to try to get the ball back for the offense to try to get something going here.
You got Kramer out right now.
Diamond formation. Gayton gets the snap, and flags fly. And we're going to have a false start on the Bombers. So that's going to make it 2nd down and 9. Did get a second or 2 off the clock there.
They should reset that.
Moves the ball back to the 35-yard line. Gayton comes back in with the play. 2nd down and call it 10. Again, the diamond formation with Kathy split wide left. They will go over to double him. Oh, and they snapped it, direct snapped into the backfield, and it was.
Time out.
Got the timeout called.
That
was, and I'm not real sure if they intended to snap that way to try to catch the Leopards off.
It was a lucky break by Frederick. They had the quarterback had no idea, and fortunately for Frederick, the snap was not too far off course, and it just lands right in 12's lap. What a break for Frederick right there, because that could have been an absolutely huge play for Lindsay.
Well, the ball sitting at the 34 makes it 3rd down and 12.
Yes.
And now this is huge again for the Leopards. They can force them to turn this over here. The Leopards should have about a minute 20 or so.
We can get the ball back probably with it be inside a minute 20, depending on how long the play runs here. Frederick will run down the 40-second clock and probably take a timeout somewhere around 1:12 to 1:15.
They're going to stay in that diamond formation. Kathy a split left. They will go over to double him. And Kramer in the backfield, and they got him.
Yes, sir. Here we go, Rod. Hey.
That is Ethan Childers, who absolutely grabbed a hold of the leg of Kramer, refused to let go. And so now the clock runs, but Frederick is going to have to punt this ball back to the Leopards.
We should get it back with about 1:12. Plenty of time to put together a drive and go score and win.
4th down and basically 9. They actually are going to go for it. They're lining up that way
They're
anyway.
Try to get us to draw off sides.
Yeah.
They'll take a timeout here.
Yeah.
Don't jump.
Got to be disciplined here, and they did. They jumped. Still a 4th down and 5.
Hey, get everybody a yard off the line of scrimmage.
So that'll give them back to the 41-yard line. Still a 4th down and 5. It's a little more makeable 4th down and 5, though. This one you don't have to necessarily punt. Clock's running. Minute 10.
Going to run some time off the clock here. That's still going to be 4th down, but that's more so the penalty than anything, is there going to be another 25-second runoff.
Kramer back in the ball game. Gayton will get under center. Again, tried to draw the Leopards off. They don't jump. Timeout called by Frederick. 47 seconds left in the ball game. It's 21-20 Frederick. We'll keep it here for this timeout. Make sure we don't miss any of this final action.
Got 47 seconds left, plenty of time to go down and score. We've had a hard time throwing the football tonight, but that doesn't mean that we're not more than capable of doing it, and expect them to come out and go fast and let the ball fly around a little bit.
Millwood up on Hennessy now, 46-22 in the 4th quarter. Kingston beats Lexington 42-6. Purcell over Little Axe 48-6 in the 4th. Davis beats Colgate tonight 54-0. Washington 55-6 over Comanche in the 4th. So here's a 4th down play with 47 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like they will go into punt formation now, as Kathy will
Dutton Taylor back deep. See if he can make another big play.
Need a big return here and no penalties. High snap. And he's not going to have a chance to return this one. This one's going to get downed at the 33-yard line.
37 seconds to go. NASCAR.
No timeouts. Got to make this happen here, and again, we need chunk plays.
Be a good time for hitch and pitch.
I have seen that work more than once for the Lindsay
yeah.
Leopards. I'll remember that one in Lexington for the rest of my life. And I don't remember what year that was that we played them in the playoffs, first round of playoffs. But,
that was 2012. That was my last year at Pauls Valley.
But I will always remember how well that one worked and scored a touchdown off of it. Trips left, tight end right, ramming. And Frederick calls another timeout.
Snuck Andon, no. Got Andon at the inside receiver here.
Yeah.
No?
Well, no, the first 2 drives. That was it.
Okay, yeah. That I thought maybe we were trying to sneak Andon in at tight end for a matchup there, but that was Shane. My eyes are failing me, Greg.
37 seconds left in the ball game. It's 21-20 Frederick by 1, but the Leopards have got the ball for that 37 seconds. But they need to go 63 yards with it. 67 yards, excuse me. They're on the 33-yard line. Of course, Frederick will be playing more of a prevent defense here. Try to not let anything behind them, but see what the Leopards do here. Again, they'll put Jones in the tight end right. Trips left. Ramming. Rolls to his left, looking to pass. He's got Stubblefield and went right through his hands. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, lucky that one fell incomplete. I thought after the deflection that Frederick was going to have a chance there to make the interception and seal the deal, but we live to fight another down.
32 seconds left. It's 2nd down and 10 now for the Leopards. They'll stay with that trips left with Register, Padilla, and Stubblefield. Ramming, rolling that same direction again. He's got Padilla out here in the flat. Gets it and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. He'll pick it out to the 40-yard line, pick up 7.
Still plenty of time.
3rd down and 3. This time Padilla will be split right with Stubblefield. Register is the lone receiver left. Ramming. Back to pass again. And got it short to Register, and they're going to say he did not catch that.
Tough to see from up here. It looked like he might have scooped it, but they had obviously a better look down on the field.
As soon as we get a first down, we got to go clock it. First down, go clock it.
20 seconds left. 4th down and 3. Gotta convert this. Ramming, rolling to his right. He's got Stubblefield. He's got it. Spin move. Gets out of bounds. He'll have the first down and be at the 45-yard line. So you stop the clock with 14.
Take some shots here.
Whatever your Hail Mary is, whatever your
So 1st and 10 at the 40. Actually mark him at the 44 instead of the 45. We gotta have creativity now with 14 seconds left. You're 66 yards from the end zone. 56 yards. Back to pass. Ramming. And overthrew it, nearly picked off by Kathy. Register wants a flag, can't get the call.
And we're lucky to have one more shot at it here.
7 seconds left. Leopards have got to put it in the end zone. Don't have a choice now.
This is where you miss a kid like Bentley.
Absolutely. Final play of the game, and Ramming running for his life just throws it away, and that'll do it. The Leopards come up 1 point short.
Not for lack of effort, though.
Absolutely. I tell you what, these kids played their guts out tonight.
Well, this was going to be a tough win for us anyway because Frederick is a high-quality football team. Their record shows it. Their talent shows it. You lose a kid like Bentley early in the game, just proud of these guys for continuing to battle and having a chance to win it there late.
Hey, they did everything they could. So Leopards will drop this one, and that makes this whole district thing a kind of a mess in a way. Really need to
go CCS.
Yes, we need CCS to defeat the Bombers next week.
Stranger things have happened, I promise you.
Oh, absolutely. So, but we'll take a quick timeout here. I'll wrap up a couple of quick numbers here, and we'll be back to wrap it up from Frederick so we can all head back toward Lindsay, America, or at least that direction. So stick around. We're back right after this quick timeout here on KBLP Live.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church. I'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. Also, I'd like to invite you to come to Judgment House and experience this walk-through drama with a life-changing message. The dates are October 26th, 27th, 29th, and 30th. Call our church office, 756-2266, for more information. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards and wish all of our student athletes and our marching band a successful season this fall. Go Leopards!
Back here to the Bomber Bowl to wrap it up. The Frederick Bombers hang on to a 1-point win, 21-20 over the Leopards. The Leopards had chances down the stretch and just could not on that final drive get what they needed to get into the end zone and ended up losing this one by 1. Just a couple of quick numbers. Again, these are completely unofficial, but I show Brody Ramming with 19 carries, 133 yards tonight. Big night for him. Jacob Vaughn also had 20 carries for 118 yards. So we had our two backs in the backfield go for over 100 each rushing tonight. Really Kramer, 17 carries, 154 yards for the Bombers. But again, it was all on the ground tonight for both teams. The Leopards just came up 1 point short, and that's one of those 2-point conversions that we just didn't get to convert, and that makes the difference in the ballgame.
Absolutely, and high-quality football team here with Frederick, and our guys are they've got their heads down a little bit right now, but the reality is we're a really, really good football team. Just came out a point short on the road in a hostile environment against a really good football team. So nothing to hang their heads about. The season is not over. Crazy things could happen week 10. So it doesn't seal the deal by any stretch, but even so, if we do end up the 3 seed in the district, there's nothing to be ashamed of there or fear there. Very winnable first-round matchup, most likely against Holdenville, and then look like probably be going to Millwood in the second round. And Millwood is a very good football team, but I know that our kids are going to go play hard and give themselves a chance to win that game.
I can remember way back in the day that was always your reward for making it into 4th place in the district. You got to go play Millwood. Here,
yeah,
welcome to the playoffs. Go play
some
Millwood.
Reward. Yeah.
So, well, again, 21-20 our final score. Frederick with the win, and we appreciate everybody for sticking with us tonight with the rain and the cold. And we were nice in here, dry and not necessarily warm, but mystical in tonight. But John, thank you for filling in. Appreciate you stepping in tonight on short notice. And,
well, I appreciate it, and my apologies for any of my ineptitude in all of this, but sure has been fun. It makes you take it in from a whole different perspective, and I've enjoyed being up here with you guys.
Well, I guess we'll do it again next week. We'll
play, sounds good. Mark it down.
Crooked Oak at Thursday night next week. We haven't really mentioned that yet, but they moved the game next week against Crooked Oak will be on Thursday night on the road, week 10, and so again, works out good for us because we get to go scout on Friday night. So I think that'll work out good for the Leopards. But again, that'll be at Crooked Oak next Thursday night. That's when we'll see you next. So a big thank you to John Inman, a big thank you to J.D. Scruggs, and Andrew ESPN Lyon out there on the camera. A big thank you to Brianna Miller, does a great job of taking care of us back at the studios, and Paige Sutherland also with all of her programming abilities. We appreciate her very, very much. My name is Greg Peary. We're going to say goodnight from the Bomber Bowl, and we're going to head back north. Until we see you next week in Crooked Oak, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!